Please tell us your name.
Kelsang Dorjee.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama asked us to record your experiences so that we can share your memories with many generations of Tibetans, the Chinese, and the rest of the world. Your memories will help us to document the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people. Do you give your permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use this interview?
Tanda anything Tibet Jorwa. The Yarmachig Lamduan, the Kalop Shizon getting on the Chivius. Carriers and any of the Gengo, the Enita, Kanaka Yed or and Pena, any of the take up Marshall Recabla, and Perky any of the Tami being moderate, Perky walk Hakura, and Candace the career, and the English Lomangushul and Gengo the yes and the Shengi Yomara, Candace Chayo, the catch you shoes, yes. The end Gengo Yunan to get the Hakone and doubling the 10. Mixake Papa Shunge and cannot Shunge to the landing at the Pepe Yamaram de Mashu cannot Malep and President of the Tangma. The Dan the Desti was Sadan the Detunga, Puta, and Chipeg to Dan the Destination, Motor Chatty, and Mira Moregi, and Chicken Luku Shena, and Cassava rest, or the end can not to any to a tillage years should walk. And at the end to a tillage, like any other line, children and walk. Yeah, sure.
Thank you for offering to share your story with us. During this interview, if you wish to take a break or stop at any time, please let me know.
I don't, nothing problem I'll face. This is a small sacrifice for me. So you are doing so big job. This is nothing to me. I'm very pleasure to continue. I will not get tired or something like that.
If you do not wish to answer a question or talk about something, let me know.
The tour to roll tour to make a tour question, something else to the tour the lake and Yamato, you see like what and my governor do this shoot. Yes, sure.
If this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
Nandu Tanapala Lukuji on the Shirwa, the period that Canal and the Pala Mexican Children. That's under Lukuji, Yerwa, they want to touch the Bulina, Tagaki, Kazuman, Tingra, Pala Mexican Children.
Can you take the some Chingamindu? Not tell in a telecation.
I have no, if I don't think I'll face a problem. If I face problems, I'm ready to face.
We are honored to record your story and appreciate your participation in this project. Pala, can you please tell us how old you are and where you were born?
Ane ta khawala ane ta thungsa ti khaware ane thungdu kan ane chikso so yora ta thungdu kan salon chike jorwa ane dinde ki luki chunju chike ni bibe shero che shu
jesa de nganzo lungba de la gyero se yore soron la gyero khorja kjem khorja la khorja ngare gi nang gi ming de la khorja keme se
keme
la khorja keme te ngai ming ke san to jere ba la ane ngai ma chungdu ko la ngana to roba yin soron na ane semje ge yo da jik su so shama da dende don me de to ge ge ne de semje ge yo de nga du xingba me nga du de sa den ro wa yin so ro na.
Yeah, my family is the name is the Kocha Keme. My family name, we are nomad. We look after the animals, and this is the only daily life of us.
And how many people lived in your village?
Ta pala yung the thungsel jorwa. Then and thungba mangle.
Ngandu thungba dile ngandu ngadi sonde meta soga sumle yo mare chungjo re. Soga re la thungba ngare thungba dile mo je gu yo re. Ti wa de yang ge je gu chu tinde che jo meta ka ni de jo re. Ni sum hi yo re kongda. Meta hi yo re ngandu korja de ti ma do ta ngandu giru den yang ngandu ho jo ge yang me se ti re ba sta da de ngandu sta ja yo mare. Nyama thaga si so semje ti chinge de meta 소가 희열에 소로는.
We now this is the area where we live is there is 8 to 9 families, but nearby this we call Korcha. There is nearby there is a 4 like that group that live. One group is called a Korcha. My family name is Korcha Keme. Like that 4 to 5 groups we live together. Each group has 5 to 8 families.
5 to 8 families in each group.
Each group.
And I don't think I got Paula's age.
When
How old is he? Was
did the Pala Kuno Kazus the Tatik the Doxa that some just in the church?
And them Rosala de Chidunga Tapama, Lochunju de Trongs, Yanganagi, same day she was singing to May Pama Lochukson, Lord Trongs, Ting and Lochuki, Jung in the Lu, same day in the meet Gotangi Yorba, at the Robert and the Lonium, then Lochutu Lone, and the Diagi. Yo nange gendab chen di yo jabni omashu dinde chen matom chures dinde chen daga chi yo sorona
And Lochosum de Pamas to Palaton Amaton.
pala thongane
And at age of 11 I started helping my family. And at age of 13 my father died. So we faced a problem, and so later I was only looking after the animals and that.
And how old is Paula right now? Right now.
Now, Palakera Tanda Kuno Katore,
ngana anda tha lo dunju thungsung re
73.
73. Okay. And so, Paula, how did your father die?
Palakandes is Tong Song Sang.
pala ta tinde se kono thaga sinyung tinde thongre ma de ya tinde thamju tinde ka chi kya chung
Normal death.
Normal death. And
te nga zo nangmi rangmi se ming ke thi go ai nangmi khatan tinde lab go ai
That he loved her.
non sin
Kater.
and then nangmi ngare pala de thong ngare amache penja pu shi da phomo phomo sum yo song ro na
And my family, my mother, 4 boys and 3 girls. A total 8 members live in that family after our dad expired.
ngare amala changa de thi du yo re amadi chu phe ne chu yo amada momon thong de pala de amadi phe ne chu lo ye yo id thi ye
Amaki Pobo Momo,
amege thi yo re ba amege
Palama.
pala thi ge amadi de yo pala de no chung chung thong re ba momo de amadi nga du momo se re ba thi nga du de lab ne du lo thong so nga du ga che de re nge ma de gang do lo de ne du le ba re du thong ta ha ge gang do lo ju she a go ma re
Yeah, when we came to the exile, my father's mother was with us after till the Bhutan. And when we reached Bhutan, then she expired.
I see. Okay. So in his family, there was a mother and 4 boys and 3 girls. So that's 7 together.
Plus mother 8.
And plus mother is 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And before his father died, Paula, can you tell us, before your father died, what did you do as a child before age 11?
Ta pala madrongnya la ani chik ta pala kure ke chik lega che namgyu lega che jorwa.
na ne na
And the khari namgyu yesu.
manzo lega je de ta semje gi shugul ching so so da lega ganga yin ta ba je di go re shugul ngan di shugul na do yo ngare penja gemba jo ba penja gemba di ya khebe shugul do nga to phe khe pha to je lega do de la je khari sigre ba tinde ching penja gemba di chi chung de lu ye ga je sumje gi phusum gi lega re chi gi yo
Yeah, we have all the 3 boys have to divide our work, and I'm going after the yaks, and my brother goes to go after the tree, and my younger brother go after the sheep, and that as we are nomadic, this is our daily living.
So each son was assigned a different group of animals?
Yeah.
Yes, a different group of animals. Okay.
te amala shanga di yo re ti da momo di yo re chu lab yi ni je amala shanga di de lam ni thong
The mother was here in India, and when she reached here, then later she died.
Okay. But did the family as nomads own many animals? Can we please understand how many animals did you have owned by your family?
That dogma is simple. I just talk about the raw.
la re la
Anyway, Palakana and Tumba dinner simple.
아, 데야 좀 자대도 유.
Ria.
디다야 디요 봐. 디야 캐바시 캐게야 요 봐. 디도 오마셔야 디데. dom니 자투 탁도 주. 에네 데네 루 죽여 된게 되네 버지. 죽여 된게 가서 딱딱 점만 된 디요. 루 된게 가서 께네. 죽여 된게 되네.
I have 100 yak or drink mixed. Yak is only for loading and drink you can get a milk. And after that 600 to 700 sheep I had in our family.
Pala, can you please tell us, what economic level was your family compared to other nomads in the area? Were your family wealthy, medium, or lower income?
But currently, any chicta Tombatina, Tomsatina, any chicta that Topaintone, and Tombatina, you are dinner and chat, Tomba 100 days.
네, 정말 메다디는 같이셔 디탁슈 체한다디. 때는 현다 되는 염조님 존데 당자래 나가 변자 변자인데 망체 변자인데. 애는 현다 당간도 와라 메다다 교변 교야 나도 교변데 때 체하딩 하나래.
I was one of the biggest family, richest family in this area where we live.
난도 정말은 체하딩 하래. 태양아도 대래래 교변에서 대래요래.
By biggest, does biggest mean you own the most animals?
That Chuksho said, and Simja Mango, the Direki Rada. Yeah, because the view, the lots of most animals we had, or everything we had.
로마라 샘제 데레바 샘제 다tam다 tam바 주페자 디게데레 엔디레 제다 샘제 ngaja 데레요 마레.
Nothing is special well for that.
You had many brothers and sisters. Where were you in the lineup? In the middle or the oldest or what?
The Pinga Nata, Pinga Mamuda, Pushi, Pumusum, Yorab. Dinan Palakara, any Tatina, Chino, Children Condescend.
아 방니 땅에 땅땅에라 네 조조 조르바 난 총뱅게 또고 신게 조르바 그 지어 되는 알로 주주로는 네 또고 겐디 틱디 난 총뱅 빠베서 네 시기 유스 요런
그 장가난 칠로 딱 방을 뿌게 뒤어라 이게 누가 빨라크나 아니 라트디는
난 정말이 대 최초 등에다 니 직접 견쇼도 아자이 디와라 디지겨 가서 조조디 네다 겐바지기 되는 I
am a third in the line, and after the brother, I took during the main responsibility in the age of 13. I took all the responsibility of my family.
You had, if you're the third in line, were there sisters above you?
Yeah, first is sister, then second my brother, and I'm a third.
Why did you take the responsibility over your older brother?
네, 지금 동박이 따야지 또 겐디 빨아 킹스 조금 쓰네로. 가르치는 게 빨아 킹 원주 저기 키우고로.
그래.
같이 빨아.
저저 디딘데 그래. 다고나냐마 내가 겐디 어디 거래 치고 봐. 내가 아직 다다 이놈의 전화가 난게 또고 칭게 겐디 전화치 전화 때도 난게 초초 치하다 저런 정도 시엔데 디딘데 시엔디 동바이 오르 봐. 근데 가보냐고 오르. 근데 다 교양 괜찮아 하고 용그래. 내 저저 닝제 때도 디드로 저래. 예. 한시고야 지금 밀라 바샤부터 나를 시다 수론도 시다 지금 말해 시다케 교나 나티고 요래스다 또그 낭칭에 교나 초체야 너 사가지 딘데 자지 어떤가 또그 시야 된가 제다게 요 말해 로바네 봐
I was a more active or more responsible person, so every family shares that you should take the responsibility better than the elder, because elder brother was little less than me, activeness on everything, so they believe that I may give them more response, taking the responsibility.
And in the nomad family, is that how responsibility is usually assigned to the most responsible boy in the family, or is it the oldest usually?
다 빼거나 더 도거나 로 아니 지게 다 갱킹이 또데 아니 지 통치하다 아니 지게 빙게티 지여네
나네 디테도 정배법에서 또 지그래 서로는
those who take a responsibility, they are more respected, or more figure was given to them.
And what are the girls doing in your family while the boys are attending the animals? What are the responsibility of the girls?
That pedana put the procedure should do up in the Pomo to catch you.
보모 된도 다 안당아도 투 용요라 보모 니 데어 말에 망아도 남아 데다리 보면 메신달 남아로 남아
마탱을 같이 오라.
마탱에라 소소 난게 샘제게 현제게 오마슈 파지게 가는 뼈요 텐타타 텐데 소소 규제답면서 둘로 가도 뼈를 내자요 말봐 넘비기 슈버서 그래 봐 텐데 타타타 애니 뼈된도요 애니 샘제 요는 오마텐도 슈 텐도 요도 저 텐데 제한선다
Yeah, girls also men responsible to care at the house, milking the animals and weaving the clothes because we all the clothes where we have to weave ourselves. We cannot get from the anywhere. So these were also duty by the girls.
And what kind of clothing did the girls weave, and what did you use for winter for clothing and in summer?
And it up give me any ta tulo saber give me two or wa. And gunga tulo kari kungora, erkal tulo kari kungor cut sugar, give me mix a local sugar.
So Gunga Tolo that end of so I'm doing the Puru cigarette, number Meta Tibetan in the number Pongo Paticata, teaching so Puru sing the so Puru Sana, and that 2 years and Chile. Teacher Nang put there, 2 years and of the day. Gunga didn't they till a tubus over it. Yambo
and Puru.
No,
Yaka color Puru.
Yeah, so I check to Termatins or Terma. Now, Termas over it.
Terma,
Ye Kanga Pegore, Kanga Tepter Soyor. Tepter, Yaga Tepter Kayore. Gunga 2 Kayore.
Yeah, they were lived in it, winter and summer, so they were made with different types. And the winter is called as puruk, which is more thicker. And the summer is used with they weave a cloth little thinner. It's called a therma, puruk and therma. So puruk was used in winter, and therma is used in more summer or something hotter period.
And what animal skin did you use? Animal skins for clothing, and what kinds were the favorite kind of animal skins to make clothing from, or animal fur?
That semje ge ani ta pakwa den ge angadu kaji to tulo sugar wa. Semje khari ke el pakwa khya ki to bachi de.
Nganzu lungbala yina semje pakwa tulo nganadu lu yorba. Lu chungju den sigre. Lu chungju sisona. Lu pakwa de shurba. En ko thalo spa pe yago den ko nyen pakwa do nyen ene number nangsha red pearl the paja number nangsha de tinde debjo re nangsha debjo number re de re nangsha cha tinde gonga thamo yena tinde gonga mai sang andu lumbul pagri re khame yo chi khame me yo ei gola shamula tinde khanga de yo ome bagwa sen de khanga yo
Omra.
are
Yeah, in our village we normally use only wool clothes, not animals. Once the lamb, small lamb which are dead, died, that would the skin will be more distant, softy. So that will be make it more softer, and that will be used for a winter specialist. So, but rest of animal skin it doesn't use. Sometimes you use the wool skin for a hat. For hats.
And while you were still a young boy, say around 16, 17, 18, did your older sister marry? You had one older sister.
Tapala lo chopke chuli chopke rwa. Digan an aja gemba chi rwa. Aja gemba den chansa gabra. Aja palikaran kola. Lo chopke chopke kar.
jepta de ngando lo nga lo judu ngando te budu changsa dong de bare. Ne aja to shugul de lo dang al gajme gengere. Aja to lo ni tangi to changsa de bare.
Yeah, my sister was married in the age of 22. Before that, a boy married. As usual, boy gets married soon instead of the girls. So, age of 22, my sister got married. My first sister got married, and later I also married before the sister, elder sister.
You married before the elder sister.
Sure.
Ah, I see. How old were you when you were married?
Palakar chansa ke kono khasas hai na.
ngando lo chungju de bare chudu de bare lo chudu lo de bare.
Age of 16, I married.
16?
chungju ko to ya to kare. Ibo lo jo jing mi re.
Age of 16?
ngando numba lo jo ida yo mar ba.
Was that a typical age for a nomad boy to get married? Typical average age?
The lochu chonga chudo kalate kanto dropa meso and tigran kal posa pudu chunde kevi for prodan so much.
The meta, take the meta there to yak by Kidu Yaga and the temple jagre. Jenda and to Talas gonna cut to Jam by the son of Chanta Jagmare. Gonna cut to Jaglu, so I can dig down there Jagrimato. Tati goes on to the meta Yaga and to Yina. That pool and Rodan so go to dig a permanent, I may go pool and Chanta Jagres, and to the search. Just under Teta, got a portion of Maring and Pur the Mother Medan, the Pamatin Chambuy. And Pamatung on the Google shed to mix it in this Changsang Jagre. Maybe I didn't English shouted, I'm a changing, I'm a dig bear. Tanang to a carry in a sovereign share, Beshari in a ruguru share, Mrs. Yabusus on the Boon, Rodan, Mrs. Yabusari, Changsa Tibushi, whichever.
My marriage was this idea of my mother because this is the responsibility by the head of the family. So my father was not there, and this was responsibility by the mother. So she took the responsibility. She wanted to see in front of her that all our children will get married. So due to that, I was done marriage at the age of 16 because there is lots of other people to be married. I was taking the first marriage because I was the main responsibility during that. So due to that, I was married in the age of 16. Otherwise, as usually nomad were married not in the age of 16 or something like that. According to the family, like something situation, they have to get married.
I see. And did your mother select your bride for you?
Among under Meta de Yaga to Gabuchin Jagman Meta, Pajo, the Yoda, Kisa Jirigo, Kande Riba, and then there's a Benjo Yaglo Kande, and Pamarang, Tujo, Yoda Kade, and Tingin this on that, and then Yagu Pinting each other at the temperature that's Pamatel long, Riba, Tangachola Soji Pomi, and a long Pame longer. Long thing at the book, the way you lose Yeda Marang under Gamelo, the Pamen, the way you tend to lane, and Santa Jagre, to say. Yeah,
my marriage was arranged by my mother. It's a normal that we cannot go as our wish. This is always their family used to, grandfather, grandparents used to arrange the marriage. So this was arranged according to my family wishes, how we are, and that the girls from the other side should be level something family. So according to that, this was choice, or everything preparation was did by my mother.
And can you tell us how did your life change after you were married and took on the responsibility of the family?
You Pame and the pearl pay or Pame edges of Bugun Goshas, Pame Calamanian, Bugulega Rodan Young Marriage and Pamali Shibutu cigarettes, Pame Yabuchen, Tavishan, Chansa Derva, and Tagaran Chantanga, Jimmy de Lemni, and the rule of Trongs to Mato, and they came at the Mare. Jimmy Tron and Mato, Tagaran, Chansa Tagaran, EJ on the end, and someone on Toga, Demacari Medicaid, Caricature, Kurut in the shed. Two gen Medicaid, they join Sorona.
Yeah, different answer to the point. He said that whatever the parents plan to our this one family, this one, so we have to follow it because in our big family we are not we should not go against the family or because the kindness of the parents, grandparents, we are forced that this is whatever they are doing is the correct decision.
Yes.
So whatever is gone, so until my wife was dead. I never left her, we are not separately or we never left separately or something like that. We are all together till her death. So until my wife was dead, we were all together.
All together, I see. How many years were you together with your wife?
Yeah, age of 16 I married, and my age of 27, my wife expired. We had 4 children. All 3 of them died, and only one is left.
포모제 뭐지?
Only one girl is left.
포모제 여 어디리.
And one is left, and now she's in USA.
I see. And when you married your wife, what was her age, and why did she die at 27?
기대하고 내라래.
Age like 16.
16.
가지는 좋은데.
딩닝제다 동야를 딘데저 부부께네 딘데께네 손에 내다 지기 chen 총수. 딩냠데 간도 누벌라 디정아 다 배배도 값세 영아. 너반다 영아 값세 딘데 너배 손에 제손다. 어우도 예배도 이거 컵다게 뭐 총수 딘데 젠다. 샤부 니슈 친 총수. 부부께네.
She was dead after the delivery of the child. So due to the something of the childbirth and that no proper treatment, something that she died, and we used to say this is something bad event or something occurred to us. So she died like that. Not any other disease or something like that.
Nothing else.
Only due to the delivery problem or something.
So together you had 4 children, and 3 of them died.
Died only.
And what did the children die from?
Pusum the kind strong there. I think pusum strong.
나레 부데 딘데레다 부지 하는 수 최도 용을로디 하네도 표현이 해요. 디 강도 남네 부거나 다가 세한데서 딘데디건 미망 보시래가도 미 하네 삼발레버래 봐. 사자 삼배가 강도를 당 룰이 용요 말이. 디디간에 다가서 보고 되네. 맨저 되네 맨데 같이 편바 매바 다가 된데 전달하시는 총수. 엔테네다 부니 지간다 디 룰 아마테네 통도간 부구 총준 레레. 부구 총준 다와 초는 거 소도 된데 부구 대 돌아셔. 야 다가서 통하래. 다 오마데 오마데 된데 전 소이. 에네 부구지 네다 된데 총준은 된데 주려서 잡잖아. 부구 뭐실로 마시는데 쇼르 코반에. 코반 쇼는 총수 또도 부구 소트도 지나. 된체선 부구시 특수性 돌아.
Yeah, first was died while we coming from the exile. My first child was in Gyangtse, reached in Gyangtse. That due to the climate situation, many people died. So my child also died. First child. Second, we reached in Bhutan. And after Puniwa the end the lot doing there.
당보지 니바데 말에 니바데 대요다. 니바데 쳐도 룰을 통해디 디레 다 보고 충쇼 나수들이 흉마디 룰을 엄마도 통하래 봐 엄마 슈부지 깨래래 봐 tindawa chodu den tongsu tinga la chik phata de la puji ki shorare ta to ko be bon chola chin
and one is dead after 6 to 7 months in Bhutan, and later third was dead and after the delivery as soon as delivery came was dead, and it was already dead. Birth was wrong.
I see. So many losses of children. And but these children, it seems like they died then before you left. They died after you went into exile. The children died.
jagal mala mare jagal lamni kangdo thongare puji gensho de puji kangdo thongre ba ta kangdo lamni yemu dera chisu yemni yong pomoju tiche bo de ta ti shugul thongre ji padu de shore ba ya puchungjo yong na shore chere ba ti jaga sa do thongre jaga ba de ruksa do thongre tene puji ru amadena thongni ta ndang do jere ba jen thosa ti ru thongre amati ru thongre ei kemeti.
It first was dead in Gangtse, and 2 and 3rd was expired dead in Bhutan, and last was the third last baby was dead with the mother and child, both were dead.
Right. You were already out of Tibet.
Yeah, out of Tibet.
All
sure.
3 children
All
died
3 children out of
outside
Tibet.
of Tibet.
Really, my short name, and the pen my Jagasato, the Duksato, Lem, and Putunga.
Really, what a bird
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And the reasons were the conditions were so difficult in exile, the weather or disease? What caused the death of these children?
The poor tomato got a namshiki there, the castle, and you trade the Cariton tomato.
온다 보고 당고 대대가 남시도 최대한 더란데 최대한에 대중한도 최대한에 극진에 야고요 말어 단담니 소화제마도 강에 찬데 여러분 미낭 내다 예인데 여러분 다 대세 추어 돌아마도 된데 낭틴들 대고래 마도 기부체는 야부체 대시 가고 여러분 딘데체네 딘데 부구나 에명간답지 지금에 대대네 암지 멤버 예고네 할래야 되는데 미버 딘데네 팬도케 미버 총소 소라나 애니 니버데니 고반에 쇼르라 봐 숨바디니 바 니버 숨바디 니버디 팬도 여러분 대 여러분 숨바디 고반에 쇼르 다시바디 딘데세 손다 양게 아마 총네 되는 부구 갑수 오마테 딘데 로이 엔테나 간단해 부구 양게 톱자 딘데 질 졸라 쇼소 소라 딘데 양도 작죠 되는 좀 맞거나 나는 맵쇼르
None sure.
거나 나니 쇼르 맞게 노디 쇼르데 말에 나도 졸라
First was due to the climate or something like that. And later was this like due to weakness of the mother. Mother and so like that mother and everything. So it was that like this. Not
Okay. So before all these losses occurred, you were living in Tibet from the age of your marriage, 16, and you left for exile when you were 22, at 22. So can you tell us what was life like in Tibet in your area in the years like 1953 to 1957? You were a nomad, newly married, big family, many children. What was happening in your life?
다 빨리그나 anything 자가서도 마용지도 부정하고 없음네 거 버로라니 빨리그 청소 갭타서 독바체 점제체 동부들 친구지 또 동부체타와 엔직 소백에다도 되게 간데다 소백도 통도 되가라
대대가네 당한테 대래 밀라 디어 말해서로나 그랬던 데만라고 삼도 좀 미디 거래 토하건데 저더 미분을 또그 던도 컴퓨터인데 기분다 다가서요 다들 로브전 된데 삼된데 시달라고요 말해서로나 가는 롱부로 봐 된데도 제선 시랑 농바 기부시베요 가는 농바데 기부시베요 세건 좀뭐 아니 버리는데도 다니고 농바 기분에 셔버진 대 거나 토하고 된데 또그 강한데 버리 된데 그 변도 용도 강한 된데 제 먼저서로나 된 제가 사도 올름는다 만도 강한데 거기 돈에 차고 봐 아니도 강한 된데 매 손에 기분도 버리요 서로나
Yeah, and during that period, my village was in our village being a nomad. We lived very happily. There was nothing any this one there because our daily sources was depend on animal. So if animal doesn't face any problem, then usually there is no problem to our daily life, daily life. So we live very happily and peaceful and nothing we say that. So I remember frequently of the past.
And so we what of the past? We think
Well, you realize sometimes that how we live happily during the past.
you lived happily during the past. Pala, could you give me an example of what would be a daily schedule for you as the father of such a big family? What was your daily life like in the morning, afternoon, evening?
다 빨리 나 정말 전에 genche 쇼지 되어라. genche는 니마직 빼다는 거다. 니마직 쇼게 봐 쇼게는 이제 공다 받으라. and gen yuweke miji indagane and chidan shoge khandes langre and khare chigi and chik shoge ngawala khare chigi samje tagi khande chigi khare ta chigi yora so so ge nimachi ki todan pedana and phag tik up khare chigi yes pa
re da dine ra re ngadu numbala shoge la ne so so ra amati nang langre thangbo keme de langre keme de lang khala ta ko re ba khala se ene khala ngere shoge khala se tarne ene 소소소라 내가 디 슈구는 동에는 디야 슈구는 동에는 야 케베 슈구는 동에는 케베 루 동에는 루 소소소 꾸무래는 누구래 봐 기념 소소소 내가 소소 님 누구래 야미 내가 gemba 내가 때문에 지금 게임이 되든 바로 전념 다가 소소 집chen 되그래 근데 랍chen 메게 되요래 소로는
빨리 그러니 니마치 그 카토단 같이
내가래 시다 나도 뒤도 중중송한다 대대인데 바로 되면 지금 약 슈군도 되는데 장려요. 디 슈군에다 냐면 디저 자테 단대 치고로 봐. 샘전 더 말은 샘제 야외고 말 봐. 근데 최선 근데 된다 장려요 소는.
Yeah, being was that I was really busy after my animals like tree and yak. Well, we are only worried how today we will take our animals to the good area to get the good water or good grass. So this was only morning in the morning, so I was only worried how can feed them better or something like that. So usually every morning mother and the wife gets up early. They prepare everything for a daily morning breakfast or whatever it is. And so after that we go and we after our daily work like looking after the animals.
Looking after the animals. And how early in the morning would the mother and daughters get up to make breakfast?
다 쇼깅하고 나 아마다 아니 부모 남아니 engā langi rwa ngalus langi tuzu ngalus langi
la chigin shoge da tuza nibe cho diri chodo yo mar mo do la chodo yo be nibe chodo ndabdini shoge chodo dimba dimba lang mar tuwa dimba lang tu chega de de lang.
It might be a morning early in the morning 6:30 or 6 like that.
And what would the family eat for breakfast, Pala?
shokcha khare de sagre chodo
쇼상한테 별 담바 버려지 망데 투바 동그래 투바 쇼게데 투바 동그래 투바 담베 투바 그 엔텔레 샤다 가리네 게그로 추르 근데 잡선 동그래 쇼게 투바 동그래.
Every morning we take porridge
Porridge.
maize porridge the tamba porridge mixed with the all cheese butter and everything delicious and we drink early in the morning this porridge.
When the weather was very cold in the winter, did you still go out to take the sheep out?
Gunga rola.
네.
Gunga shara kala ene chige nam thangbu shuara gunga shara. ene didi kana kisamje ta choga ta je log ta sa ya choga yange dogora.
도그래 야 로데 답되네 나나도 때도 메달 부라고 미나 밀이야 총에도 루 총에 역도 두듯이 믹스에 미네 요부터 안 그래 나나도 다 말에 나는 사적이 있는 나나도 부시면 발롱을 봐 부소소랑 야래 루그 게데 키토거래 디메교도 역도 두듯이 믹스에 배샷 소소는 그다 배샷에 별을 배샷 되고 말이야 다 가리네 원래 지금 급제 되그래 봐 then yogu kanje yogu den de lu chone ya tsu plangri.
Yeah, we have to go in the winter. There's no any winter on that one. And we are in our family. We have men, lots of family members are very big.
Yes.
So we can go after every this one. Suppose members are very small, like don't have people to go after. We have to ask other person to come and help us. So we have to give something to in return. But we in our family we have 4 brothers, 3 sisters. There's no problem. Doesn't face any problem with looking after the animals.
Pala, please explain the biggest worry you had was where to find water and where to find grass or food for the animals. How did you decide where to go? And how did you decide where to go? And did somebody tell you, or did you have to figure it out yourself?
다 배다네 다 직선제 추약사 다 짜약사라 다 쇼게 저가 저게 탑시 지가 도와. 아니 티게 디 엔팔레크랑 엔성도 타는 한 드림 짜약사 대도가 추약사 대도가 sam도 게임하게 되게 랍기 엔 컨텐트 두요.
이 텐데스요 레소는 다 셈제 얘가 얘네 얘가 독선 독서 사자 카가 요래. 사콜라 찍두고 근거 얘네 사무제네 사쇼다 데바 얘네 이데 제네 게임 탕베서 제네 님도세나네 친 무센 사그레마도 사 간좀을 당 맞다 돌아 모서 그래 봐. 링가 저 미당네. 때 링네 사르주네 코나 데데서 거선이야 투존을 사그래 투전 저 그래. 남제 두데 책동에도 나 보라 세제 그래 봐. 텐사 사에 맞다 가 뭐자 룽친도.
Yeah, we have to go. There is a place for the winter and summer or something spring or like that. So when we go for that, there is a place where we have to go on the period. We will not let animal to go on the place wherever the animal wishes. There will be disciplined areas, so that part to part this area animal used to go. Otherwise, if you just leave it animal anywhere, the grass will be destroyed instead of eating. So if you let them eat within the place.
I see.
So next time you can go to that grass, you will have use. Otherwise, all the grass will be not in waste. It will be going waste.
I see. You had to confine the animals so they would only eat a certain place,
right.
and then maybe how much longer?
Period 1 or 2 days. Then after to that area.
Then after 1
area wise we have to go let them to eat.
When you took the animals out to eat in one place, and then did you come back home that night, or were you out for a few days?
다 섬지 소화도로라. 섬지 소화도로 간에 엔치게 다 니마 찍니 걸어서 소설을 대셔그래 건다 로고 와라 간에
공단도 그래 인구 털지 공단하고 그래.
Yeah, morning we go and evening we return back.
Return. Ah. And was there any competition with other nomads to use the same land, or did you have a part of land that was just for your family?
다 단다 섬지 소야져와. 사자요라 섬지 소세 사자요와. 사자디 에너지게 고시 소소 사자 토파 요래 안치게 소소소도 따지게 메치 빼는 섬지 동바에 나 동바에 나 강주부지 다 합도게 해봐. 또 더버시도 더 간대요.
티요 말이야. 티소소소라는 게 사자 링스 쳐서 림버 사자 gyrosin 가서 사자 따고 gyrosin들이. 콘도로 소소라 떠린데 그래. 로지를 떠리는 다루 떠리는 것도 루데 그래. 루인데 이제 링딜로 루디가도 포게도 센데 얘들 gyro게 쏘가지 된 gyro래 gyro 그것도 돼 따고디. 사자 따고디 롱버들에 gyro시 그래 gyro.
코카래.
콘도 사자 따고래. 양한도 따 녀사.
배슝 말아.
배반에 찍거리 받아.
배슝을 가래.
배슝 말에 사다 다디나 디선데. 까나다이나 가디 소럽들이. 다 딩안도 다 디나는 가디 나네 소소라 사자요 말봐. 사자 녀그래. 사자 녀겨 되는 가도 루더리데. 에나 사자 빈미세 세카리니 디데니. 딱딱딱딱딱 대rumba 누디 간주만 주 살당이네 야 녀바게 그래.
Yeah, we have to go, we have to take some allotment was given to us for the animals under the district administration. They give us. For that we have to give a tax, like we have to give animals in the return sheep or this and that.
So, who made the allotments to each family? What body of government? And let's ask that.
Tadi any pedan sa kusi jagate any pedan sa ngadi shungi kusi juwa.
ngade ne ta choga yor ba. Di ina kanatan di ina ben hoblen tan di ta karware ba. Ka ngadi ne di ngadi ti ginang ne. Sa ja nyor ngado. Kolling le te me dan la semje manglo ka semje di sa je ling di ge dil. Sari di ge re kona jikshi kona yor. Ko be sha lol tak be sine ta chade de bo ge gore. ene lu ring do thori ba lu thongba mo sinde ma tu khata ga ling re ga de go ti sari te
this was decided by the district administrator, or they will give it the allotment lands like according to the family, how they big family, how animals they have. So according to that divide, they give an allotment to the land, and due to such it was a fixed land that such allotted land will be paid such amount of animals. So this was fixed. According to that, we cannot go against it, and we have to follow the whatever the tax to be paid.
And was the district administrator were they part of the Tibetan government or of a monastery? Where was their power coming from?
That on the Saturday, any chick ngade yorwa. The gombaki kungre, peshunki kungre, kawane.
Kungdi peshunang kungre, takola ngadine that pendinde in. 다 농부 충선에 최선만 종가 지존이 어려봐 림베 태경도 그러면 이하고 장대 종화래 또 장대 종선도 와래 간도
Yeah, it is under the government, Tibetan government.
Tibetan government. And can you tell us what kinds of taxes did you have to pay for the land or based on the number of animals? Can you tell us how much?
The take at the pen assembly that they get social pay take out and it can take Kazaga Gawara.
제 당한도 딘데 간도 롱벌라 간도 체바랑 말이 30 대그럼 간도 체바 말이 30라 림바 디도 비테그래 근거 있는 다 건도 얘가 네 용도 간 30 간도 장자서 어디 쓰이잡 이는 간도 제다 쓰이잡 가도 포 샘제 장가 가도 건도 장가 잘 용거리 티시도 간도 30 대그래 봐 티도는 루 ngay nangla 차시게는 로지라 루 통바 축도
동바 출산도 가죠.
루 트루 제그래 되는 뭐 된데 이는 뭐 되게 좀 종아 주주 제그래 로 된데 대해서 자리 되게 링 시큐러 로직 자리 되는 사자 세적
Yeah, and every year according to my family we have to pay every year 6 to 7 sheep and 6 to 7 yaks, and so that every year I feel that it has to pay 13 to 15 animals per year to the what taxes.
And the actual animals were given.
Yeah.
To whom did you give the animals?
District administrator.
So you had to actually deliver the animals to the district administrator, Pala?
That on the trade the same which Java. The trade any Dumble Java.
오래 나 동배디 동
Same for a taste of
샘제 되그래. 혼도 기로 창자 생으로 봐.
La.
기로 창자에서 로직의 샘제 다리 동에 로직 용안주 샤사 도로 니마지 콘도 산에 티슈 그래. 저디 슈 그래. 주로 용버디 긴미 버라 용안주 대접 샬라 쳐서자제 탕마직 땅 거래. 내려 써보지. 그래서 니바이는 베리 발선에 땅으로 뒤땅나 뒤님 콘도 때리 사달 가져 포고 뒤체디게 주 농배 진데 그래. 캐나도 로직 진디인다 얘기 되셔. 디게 될 캐나도 사자 디게 토고 디게 딜루 그린 루디 토고 루 통바디 몬디 토고 게 디링디 파고도 루디게 땡 뺀데 농버거나 디 기루 장자된 루 추고나 땡징이 고도 가도도 안 되고 대신 다지니요 되네 정한이 이때 되네 현다지 정한이 누구나 땡는 거라도 누구래.
Yeah, every year the tax people come to our village, so we have to prepare for them, prepare them for dinner or breakfast, what we should be given to them. So they make a just account, they make a list how much the family has to pay the taxes. So they make a receipt like that, this family has to pay this and that. So according to the receipt, we have to give the animals to them. When they were collected, all the animals they take away, and we find that lots of animals are taken by them because they collected from the various. All together they take away, and we find lots of animals going from away, and we feel something bad.
Something bad. Did it feel like the tax? If you felt bad, why were you feeling bad?
That bad on the same time, we just did what Tom do or wrong. And she told a hundred you said language.
내가 토ken 쟁미도 소소를 사자 그 샘제고 요자 사세기 링이라 봐 데이터에 되는 사자 소소랑 로직 기를 다 타라 그 사리 데이터 그래 샘제 그래 로직 당한 쌓여래 콜라 링인데 샘제 기사거든 샘제 판게 민도 미그 톱다래 삼바 괜찮아 쟁미도 소를
But not much, but when they were taking away, we feel that this is we have to pay a tax because they have given us allotment of such a land. Because the land was not that our animals cannot live or something, have a proper grass or anything like that. So
you were worried about the animals?
Yeah, worried about the animals.
What was the administrator going to do with the animals?
That was the same thing which they do or what? That take like it. And the same thing to country.
샘제리 담이 농바거나 곱샤 되그래 봐 다니는
야 너무 들어간 거지.
그거는 돈은 사제 다 보여라 봐 되게 딱간도 매고리 게임도간 게임과 리송제 되기로 gyero 장자생데 메단에 템바려 코나도 농바다 가서 터본다 꼭 곱샤 되기로 코나도 그도 그래 코나도 배주시 그래 다 건도도 미 터버려 봐 저희 사제 터버려 봐 저희
슝으로 와.
저희 링을 툭두간 다 건도 슝식으로 가르쳐 그래 코나 사자 대링이 용디 코나도 야 건도 채바래 야 코나도 채디 양도 동안에 아마 채자고 건도 단 대리 텐데는 봐 대리 채래 양도 동안
Like these are people and like would come and they have given a permission, they have got the authority, they have taken from the government of Tibet, they have taken this land allotment was given to them, and through them they have given to us. So the middle people, they are middle people. They are middle people. So they take this animal with them, and they have to pay water taxes to pay to the government of Tibet.
Did Apala? Did you feel that the taking of taxes was a fair amount, or not fair, or excessive, or not excessive? What did he feel?
That the subject do rush, and the more that Tata to gyero some good and the Tata some of the big change to the Kanikal, which is Toro Karki.
텔레그램 소가 괜찮으면 대티코나 동안도 로직 나라 가도 이네 디게테 텐데포 디셈제 드린 로요레 미코나도 톱다레 삼멤버 현소가 괜찮으면 누서로
I don't feel any bad about the test. I feel this is correct or something because they have allowed us all this land. This is as usual rotations like that.
And when you had to give sheep and animals to sheep and yaks to the government officials. Did you pick the animals or did they pick the animals?
That's subject take out raw. Subject to raw. Subject the quality dumb get a cake, dumb the over condition, subject.
Tidung under the dam and die jepsegre, some day on social June take Mari, and do same day and nego to Jugmari, another same day in sulipation, one at an attended.
Now this is choice by the self, not by those people. So before they come, we just with master and we have to pay this year, that and that. So we try to give as much as good, not bad or something like that.
You try to give good sheep?
As much as good.
As much
as good sheep too.
Good sheep and good yaks, not the sick ones.
Take Mari.
We
give the good ones, not the bad.
Why?
Kachin. Kachin, Yagatu, Dugatin Duro.
Those take my payment that then consul pen talk Maruaning. I do go a pen when I thought there or this.
And if I give it, should we give a good one? That will give something benefit to them. If it doesn't give a good, then it's no any
no benefit.
No sun.
Then the middleman would have a problem.
Yeah.
He would have to suffer.
Yeah.
I see. And Pala, you said for a nomad, there are two big problems. One, where to feed the sheep, and then the other and how to rotate the grasslands. But the second problem was to find water. Oh, tell us about finding water and how was that a problem?
That was so Kung Yoga did the social war. It should any condition that should make say Kande have children.
Shoot anything on the Pelungbala and the women they shoot in the Kala that in the Maria Soran. Tapena didn't Shashagin, Anima, Sambuju Morba, Sambuju set in the Semje, Drosekatu, Rubia, shoot that as at Yabutin, Tindela, Semje Tezula. Ningu Katulen, Semje Chudika, Pupshagri. He Semje to the Tosh and the Conado, Much and Tongs on the Palang, then Chutung Dene, Satan to the Tagas, Kushi Shashagres, and Tetu Shashagin, the Chotuji to Tushain, and Kona Chutung Chutung Sasan, then Anadia, Tayakabania, Kola Taxian, the Colatosh and the Conatasan, Segres, Kangachitic, Kangan, Tayo Maricari, Chudi, Mandu Chudi, Chunju Marba, Per Chudi. Shutangbo Yorba, Shutangbo Jur, Kursul Katam Konako, Kotum Degre. There, Chitesa Kaba Yore, Chutin among Boyore. Che put in the Chungju, and the Lumban Chungju, young said, and then Tashagaba.
Yeah, we can feed the sheep or animals like water. There's a lot of water flowing all our areas. And there is a big, small, and something like that. So wherever we go to grass, then we have to find nearby which is the nearest or something like that. You go there and take that and let them stay for 1 hour, like something like that. After we find that they have already completed their drinking water or sufficient, then we try to go back to the grass area or something.
And was the water in lakes or streams or coming from the mountains? How was the water found?
Should any country that to Ghana give what I want, glass to what country?
Chukan and Namne, yeah, permanent in the Yomare, reading their gun, Bumidi. Tangana bet the Shunju, one on Chuchim, Younger, Chuchibun, Chibu, should let a bet to meet game to shoot in the Yore. Should let a young one Tanet in the same day. The girls come with the girls, Gyangtse in the Yore, another.
This doesn't flow from the up, it's just flowing from the ground ways like that. There is a various type of the water flows. It's strong, heavy, big or small, varies like that. So
it varies.
It varies like that.
And when you, how high would the grass grow for grazing in your lifetime? Could you tell us if there were, how high the grass grew and if there was any changes that the grass was less productive? That the land was less productive.
Tapetana Simjeta Sada Jorwa. Sada the energy Chejung Ringlo Husky water and Kiel Kepa de Yoda.
Chibashita Yore, the Legan on the Berlin in Tijore, ya. Even though says such a tendo in Satundu Yore, Satundu Yore, Toba Jagmare, Satundu Tundu Jagre, Gungan Dosala, such as the Namas, nothing Jordan. 나 생각에 링둥인데 요래 봐. 근데 뭐 신가 두가라. 신가 답죠 능데 되는 사. 근데 그러다 심어 근데 이제 메뉴 사야 요래. 세심대요 말이. 아 근데 저도 꼭 간주만 당나 고짜 안 모아서 그래 봐. 링가 님은 사투도 내 샘제가 안 땡거 말이 되네. 이제는 거의 참 되게. 샘제 생각 뒤는 뭐 첼레 낙크레 세제 그래. 애는 그 공다리 땅만 차서데 아서서 나라 넣으셨고 뭐.
아니 다다 준비가데 나와 가져가는데
다 약고 토부제야지 근거 나와 제바 구버네 구버 주번이 그래 주번데 되네 자 지능부디 가는도 그래 얘가 얘나다 야 통도요 되네 다 듬버 제바 생한테 자야 마데 중중 당한데 내서데 습시 연남이나 삼데요 사자 야부요 봐 미세 따져 쉬고요 제블라 때문에 그래 야 ten도 이네 미세 따져 쉬고요 샘제 메롱시 야부시 그래
in summer the grass grow less but it's like you just find only green but you cannot find the grassland you cannot just touch it but the animals can adjust where they can eat it you can just lipping by the tongue the grass come out like that only in the winter the grass goes like a height like half of the human beings like that so it was very so much so doing that we have to take the animals in a very good manner so that grass doesn't get waste or something like that.
Right. And what would be the good manner? Would you take them so they rotate the growth? Explain that. What's a good manner of taking them?
That's something that I'm sure such a shaman that Pungrim Satura, that Trola mother, and Tabshi Kandechu, but some short thing of Pato.
쇼 시다 쇼고 말해 레드 제그래 봐 이거 봐서 유네 거나 템징 안도 민능다 게제체니 아 되는 거 봐도 템페는 까시나 되게 되게 그래 그도 되게 미소연 되나 쇼고 말해 템징 거나
Animal doesn't go across the border. They can hear our voice. They can know our thoughts, what are we talking to them. If it's cold also they can hear. If there is something that you are going away, they can understand our decision because this is our daily contact with the animals.
So the animals can actually understand your voice, Pala?
That part like you shake something hakura.
그래 그 깨자성 생 말하고 근데 깨자 하고 그래 근데 야 깨자면 봐 항상 넣어요 그래 다 파도도 수 넣어요 그래 이제
If the animal
orto 시야요 그래 가 orto 다 깨버려 봐 항상 수 넣어요 그래
if the animal go far something far away, just call his name or something, he certainly come back and return to the group. Even something we have a thread we call urto with a black or white thread. With a stone, he kept it, just shake it and just throw. Or throw it. The animal with that voice they come back and return.
Just the
It's
noise.
very far away.
And they can hear it.
You
Very
hear
far
it.
away. Can Pala, could you give us an example of how you would call the sheep or the yaks back? Very loud. How would you do it?
Pala kira kita sendiri thari mu rocha shira, ke tang roa. Ke tang khalis tang ke chumpu kyan ji lab da sa. Ta sendiri ming ta tang khari chilo na ke.
샘제 개시나 다 샘제 지 샘제 직파 자디 간 개연 되어 봐 개는 되어는 다 어디도 군다 어디도 내시우는 봐 야, 가도가 스케줄 봐 소용만아 스케줄은 lap서 로용 그래 샘제
If I was a sheep, I couldn't hear that. You
Na
have to say
lura
it
ni
loud.
kosa mara sa pala ke ta de.
Can you
이게 참고 자 그래
Ke chumpu da sa.
근데 어때 야 가도가 ese bolna
do it again?
Yangi chila kui konda sa.
야 그만 저게 소용만아 ese 다 갔다 오도 페리온도 투었다
And so what you threw is the thread.
People don't understand.
It's a rope like that. It's called urto.
Urto.
It's a so inside that they keep a stone or something. Just throw it. You can throw and you can make a voice.
A noise?
Beating it that the thread. This is one thread. It's called urto.
Oh, I see. Did you?
Not catable. Not catable. It's a thread, long thread.
It's a long
made
thread.
by the yak wool or something wool like that.
And when they throw it, it makes a noise.
Right.
And the animals hear that.
Hear that and they come back.
How far could you throw it? How far?
But the urto can tha ringo pogoresa.
어to 되던 로다 내내 타링도 시다시다도 원네 어저 초강 강바 첨부도가 그거 뭐 녀고 말해야 돼 타고 심지 공다 님이야 패치기 겹쳐 그래 봐 사세 내 그래 봐 omlorela kalya surtine tigreba tenaptan surtine on kak jamne malo to ka jagda deyo to malu hijab laptan kore semje gorti chilo yung kore semje kanga.
When we gather the animals, just shout that now it's time to return back home. So we just beating that thread with the rope, one rope, that's called hurto. Just beat it, get with loud voice. The animal hears that the voice and it thinks that now they're calling us.
They're calling them back home.
Back home.
And
They come in a group and then to return back.
right. And is there any milking time for the animals?
That is Gonda anything how much you come to the Tibet in a Yungsi. Yeah, it's a milking time or just going back to home from the grass areas like that.
Is the milking time at the end of the day?
And Gonda and how much you to Gyero.
Gonda oma shogmare kando tiina ya ina shogmare yerga ina lu ina shogre ngari shogom chenje shogre ya di gonda shogmare di shogre gonda shogmare.
What is the yaks, no? That we milk only in the morning, not in the evening.
Only in the
Even
morning.
sheep, only summer we take it both morning and this one,
Okay.
but not in winter like that.
Sheep morning and evening.
It's only in season wise, not every year, every whole year.
Rata lu
Only
di
in
gonda
season.
shogre ngaro shogre gonda shogre rata
What
lu ina.
season do you do the milking? of the
It's
sheep?
summertime milking, summertime.
Pala, can you talk to us about your responsibilities around delivering animals? Do they need help sometimes, and how do you learn how to do that?
That's something of the music or case they were wrong. Something of the music case they got and the something of the something like Kanga Ted, they were shower and some jail about Jindaki, Chigo, that now so Karan use it wrong. Jindaki mixed to the country's Hakursa.
다 티다 그 semje kono 나나니 나이 레레 강발라 바창에 텐데 용식으로 봐 내가 kono 믹스에 나가 디 하나도 엄지 되지 버려 하나 semje 거래 요체다 semje 내가 간나 그 동안도 하고 버렸어 양 거기 시고 소소란 게 나도 맹간데 내다 요 말이디 양 거기 믹스에 나도 지게 semje 계좌 중고 있는 잠다 졸라 생각을 야 텐데 때리야 텐데 요래 텐데 나도 semje 거는 로베 semjengro yo chikyo sonde kore tanda choga khal teng dala ta kadu ja thu gre kangba cha sonne lagba kangba cha sonne chegjin se wala lemba teng theka sing tam den ko duk sin ring in su tam en tibshin se te titam sonne cha bu thu de la kangba la son tu so to gre.
Yeah, if animals get any problem or something, we can find it. Example like animals who go for leg or bone or get something sick, we treat ourselves. There's no doctor or something like that. We have to treat ourselves, give some grass and did that. And if legs are broken, we have to we used to bandage him with supporting some sticks on the leg, and within 7 to 8 days it recovers like that.
So was there a certain number of animals that you would lose every year by accidents or problems in delivery, or was the flock very stable?
And somebody mango the Lord and somebody mango today told us to do that sometimes.
Do gre elen ningje ta lungbo namsi kyobu chen ba nam thangbo minu yor ba rega tinde semje ne khang te ba ende bu yu te tinde ne kyo cha son de semje de de son de thola ndo sigre sigre ya lelen semje kono te so so jong jong tinde nani kyobu che son ya tinde chen sigre ya tinde le mix e so so da ngama ne tonga kali ne ta tinde ya nga ya tinde yor sab de ya ke ba sa shuk chen bu tinde nge ni pora bu tang shan de ko ga semje kyo tinde mix e tinde to te.
Yeah, we lose especially in the snowfall time, like that. So due to heavy snowfall, we used to lose lots of animals, even due to weakness also. If weakness occurs, then the animals get the weakness or poor health. There is a special grass we can give it to them. So those animals are very weak. We try to give this grass to those animals.
Do you have that grass stored somewhere, or is it dry, or do you have to go to that place?
That's something better. We say take to the stage or it's a campo and get them the Taka or the country.
Then the Taga Chingo the Sheda Gunga in the Cambodia Mungi Burus in the Yaya today or dear. Simply John mix it getting onto that Tonga Kaltama 냠 감려요 봐. 감매 감들 lapsa nghe ni tinde ngor kan tang shi ngom mo kam te ngom mo cha de yak ni yor ju chen bo. Tinde bogra bo ta chaga shi ba. Ene tene semje kyo bo dune ne kola tila tsamba de ta en terji ten te taga te mi pa sa nang de taga te. Tinde de semje shukya lapsa cha.
Grass is dry, it's collected and kept it, and sometimes we mix with the tamba, and we try to give this to the animals, for animals.
Is there a special name for this grass?
That we say, Ming Yora Tadila.
Ta sabzu sa dil sabzu sen sabzu. Sabzu se sabzu.
Sabzu.
And when the sheep were out grazing, did they have a leader that they would follow, or did that sheep wear bells or something?
Ta look Twadura, look do the kind of low goting into the mixed in Yora.
Yore lu goting yang ben se ta lu di tang tik ti mi ji yore ta kola.
Meanwhile, look for an
Ale lu rang kola lu nu de ting yo ma lu nyam do do. Ta lu heral tu gre ba. Heral tu chu den de ge do gre ba. Den de ge do lu le ti yore ka sa. Lu tan mingo me tu kar sa. Lu ge gonda bu ting ta. 그 민국 지데 루 디레 가르스 칸센다 고등에 루 지어라 봐 딜로다 랍산 라보 생이 라보다 로보스 당부 통에 딜 테니 괜찮던데 따따따던데 그 스페셜 뭐 그러고 그게 민디 스콜라 민다시 그래 민다 타 스네지 깍깍 랍산 도진 타그 민벼라 봐 그래서 그 랍산 짱짱짱 랍산 낭 되게 어쩔 당부 그래 테니 루나 나주로 그래 출리네 타가란도 그래. 출리게 로디오 타가네 출텔라 만드진 랍다 콜라 베이나 라블로고 당보 딩인데 베이네 콜랍탄도 그래.
Yeah, there is a leader in the sheep or goat like that. That sheep and goat was decorated with something special, with the color or something on a horn with the color, or putting some colorful clothes, dresses like that. So whenever you want to lead something, just take his name. By coming inside a house, in the gathering of the house, or to cross the water or something. If you take his nose, he starts leading that.
If you take his nose?
No.
Just
tell his name.
Just tell his
name. Shout his name. He starts leading that.
And he will start leading.
He starts leading. After that, everyone goes after him.
Will you have to show him where to lead, or will he know? Will the sheep, the major sheep leader, will he know where to go when you call his name?
Yeah, he knows, because if you come across near the water, then if he knows you have to cross the water.
He knows.
So he crosses. If you come inside the house or nearby house, to just go inside that area. If you tell his name, you go inside the area, and all animal follow him.
Oh, okay. Do you have to go first and call his name? Pala, do you have to go first and call his name, or do you just tell him?
That and Kutala Dore, Gamma Dore, and
Ding cannot do that on the best one that Shigela, Kiduga, Kitan to get a Gango middle leg, Ching Duga, Tinang Shing and the color, Ming Tagre, same day the Ming Tas and a Ming the person left. Those cage about the same day Ming Lasang on the Mikol of some tumble turn to it.
Yeah, animals like, especially you know that all the dogs are trained. That animals also trained. As if tell his name or it's like a trained sheep. It's like an animal, it's like a human being like that. Right. He knows everything, he can understand everything what he says. Okay. So we are just saying informing, he knows that and what we are saying, and he
Pala, do you remember the names of any of your favorite leaders of the sheep?
She looked at the goating into the rock. Dig and Palakura look goating into the mixed motion of the big thing there.
There, the tango do that.
Color looked up and goating into the rock.
Living and then already the Chunze thing as you landed. Chunze. Oh, they landed rubber.
It's a male goat. Chunze is called.
No, I meant, does when you call the name of the leader, what name do you call him?
And
Ming like 춘대에서 그래.
Gyangtse is going. That leader of the
That means that he is the leader.
He's his name that goat or and is the name.
That's the
Is the
name.
name of the animal.
That's the name of the animal. But what I meant is, does that animal, who is the leader, does he have a name like Tashi or?
Yeah, its name is Gyangtse.
Oh, you just say Kunse.
Gyangtse, ah.
Kunse.
Gyangtse, you go and start something like that.
I see.
내가 지 춘대에서 지 랜데 생겼지.
Then there's two animals he had to lead, take Gyangtse and Linde.
Shinse and
Linde.
Linde.
If you tell his name, then he knows that there was instruction was given to him. So he do whatever, he takes the lead.
So the sheep had leaders. Did the yak and Dorjee and the goats also have a leader?
Yeah, the Duzala got in the area. Yeah, there is any yak or sheep and everyone.
They had.
야, 고팅에 되면 지를 구유시고요. 구유. 지를 구유시고. 야, 지금
구유.
ngombo죠.
Yeah, there is a yak also that is called Kuyu.
Okay. A yak
지금
leader
yerba 세고
is
yerba.
called
Kuyu.
지는 yer바세고.
Yamba.
yer바.
One is called Yerpa. Or for yak.
Yerpa. Okay, for yak. And were there any wild animals that you that endangered your sheep, or and animals you had to keep away? And how did you do it?
다 선제 mongo에 되가네 에너지게 다 선제 상이 mongo야.
네.
다 로로가서 상에 되대 요래. 엔 dinner 엔 콘돌 에너지 사마도 답시 베제 가르카치게.
샘제도 너 쟁에 미백이야.
나오네 선제 갈 선제 로로가 상에 되네 mongo야. 엔 콘돌 엔 사마도 답시 가르카치게.
콘도 사마죠 답시에 되다 다티요래 띠띠고는 끼요래 키. 키요래. 키 룩기 생각나도 냠도 지야 답아 요래 끼 단데 쟤네 dob제 그지 뿌다 되는 끼한테 미게 생겼는데 요래. 근데 근데 다 룩도 다티는 메타 줘봐쳐줘래. 룩도 약보 요나 키 빼면서 끼던데 또 약보때 깨자던데 시 끼한테 국벌에 근데 미고나 대신에 끼고라 또된 친동한테 하면고 된대 요래. 만도 끼다 막 tumrusen gine keta kang hako gre ta ko nyamung ando komoto te ta nyamung ando mi lugdi den te jela de dong mi ko yang mi de robo te gre ba ka ke chen te na ta chengu si te yoba pe chengu si lu senga yoba ti yon ta ko la ke chen ngado te de yin da tumru ko mi te a le ba ko ta sa ta ta je ka da ko de nyan de gre ji de ta chengu yin ta shak ko la ta gyu ru ha ko gre 내가 룩도 아람 세요. 다 팀이나 룽벌 정기 교부여나. 대 룩도 그나 루 타라 야고 전 마된 정구들 루 망부 세그래.
Yeah, to avoid from the to that then we have a dog to look after the animals. Some dogs are like can understand even the human beings language. He can understand. So these dogs are like a real friend to the this one nomad people. So sometimes we have to meet someone and just when this talks with them with them, we used to call that dog and say, please look after the animal. You go and see after them. He go and look after the animal. If suddenly he hears the wolf hear that, he go first and just give a sign that wolf has come. So we have to go run away and try to look.
So if the wolves, I mean, if your dog heard or saw a wolf coming, he would come back and tell you, and you would go after him.
तातल चे पर चंगिली रुआ चंगिला की हाकू रुआ की हाक कोन एने के खंडे जिंदा खंडे हाकू रे के के लगता है को खाची
देते को लगता सो जो डोगर बा एने अंत लगता मी जो ने पन्यंदी यो ना मी ऑटो ते टागरे बा कैगरे बा यमने को ठोर की यावो यो ना टैग ठोर की जो यो ना ने बात बात देख छटा चुग मारे बात की युग यु आगग मारे की यावो यो ना दो दे जगरे को तब से जब जगरे
If there is these are dogs that the dogs are very dog used to run after the wolf, run after the wolves. So that signal shows that there is a wolf around.
That was the signal.
So we have to follow it after the dog and then.
And what would you do if you saw the wolf up close? What did you do?
Perana kya changi ra, changi keta dema yo at shit kan. ताले कब तो गैप सी रहा जितने पैपाल करना कि एंड खर्च हुए कि चंगी के चाल लेते हैं
ngandu ta nyeni yenda lapsa kak de ordo thugre chingandu cheda shwe ba te menda yore yo ya menda shune ndi menda takba khig mare lega tinde yenda menda ordo thugre ordo de shune shebu she do da ko thwe do gre ordo shune thwe do gre shebu
You try to hit that wood, that
ka de ordo
Yeah.
you try to hit that to the wood. So hearing that voice of the wood, that wood run away. Sometimes we get the opportunity to carry a rifle. Not normally we use it. Normally it doesn't carry. Sometimes we carry the rifle also. So that rifle we try to shoot them.
Were there many wild animals in the hills when you were a nomad, and can you tell us the names of the animals?
That pattern on the drop in the cemetery, Damada, that pattern of Shasson is cemetery, or the cemetery, Damada Yorwa. That cemetery, the same worship of the year, and what you're like to Lumbala cemetery.
semje sanga de de sanga de yeda ngandu lumbala de to
Sanga Mata, cemetery Shasson in the cemetery Yorwa. Changi Tan, Kipjan, and Singi Tan.
ngandu semje sha sanga e yo ngandu semje sha sanga di singa jore samu singa jore sa
Samo.
samu sigre lelek sa sigre ti gi ngandu semje segre deni changu segre ba jik
Changi Che, Samo.
o di she sa da ba yenda ngandu numbala no
Changi
jeng
Sangi maybe Semji Shaba Karia.
ngandu numbala she yenda de semje no jeng she da me
My Jenny Karia.
no me ta ti yor ba ngandu na yore kwa yore jang yore nyemba yore
That's called Nachara,
na che
Gyangtse,
la kwa che kwa
Wache,
ini nyemba
La,
nyemba
Nyamba,
na chung so
Nachos, Gyangtse, and Nache, and Changi Chera.
jang di no jengere da ngando semje no je yo ke ta tendo no je je wona ta sen no je ma no je yo ma re yenda di je kwa jang na nyemba sing di
That Tibetan wild ass, wild yak, a blue sheep, all these species used to nearby us.
And in all the years, from the time you were a little boy until you had to leave your area, the nomad area, had the grass stayed, had the lands been fertile, and had there been enough water? Had the climate stayed the same during, from the time he was born, if he can remember when he was a little boy, till the time he left when he was 22?
Tapala lo chunju kana enta semje shulo do derwa semje do de kanta lo pe masho nyana enti padola ani pala derwa semje chun derwa di padola enti ke namshi ki girwa ta en sa du chi ta du la enti ke nyama ki kala ta yakota ani chi de girwa pe bi se haku de
dide ko gre de ngando lumba la
de du du de
ngando pe la dide ko la ta dinde lola rega ta tu chaban ne khang chawa de khang de jegre ba dinde shu ji jo de tu jo du ma dinde ye yu jo ni gun du ma de me se no ba chi bu yo ya bu yo re sa ja ya bu yo re da sa ja ti semje chogo ja ayo sam ba sam lo yo ma re rang lan lo ji kin dang a chö de ta jing ye shu de bre de ji ru sing de ne sa je ta bu de ne ngando nya re ba ko lo jin dang a sa yo re ti ta semje chogo ja du gre tak ta ko sa yo re ya bu khna yo jo ngando yo ro mi no ta ra
Really kebar ko ni se ke
chen yo ma ri ku jo jun yo ma ri ngam be ya ta yo re
there was no much change in that period. Only sometimes when there's a rainfall less or something that, then we can find something different. But nothing change was there in between my small and when I lived before I lived into the exile.
Okay. Pala, can you please tell us when your life as a nomad began to change? You said it was very peaceful and relaxing and hard work, but a good life. When did this good life begin to change?
That pattern pala ke dokwa that dokwa che and lumba kiwu che and thora kiwu kan bro de ra. And tokya ko ja mixe kange de te ta chi duro chu chu chi kadu do so sin.
da ti an de shunga de 안다 디잉이 당보지 미지 동간 다 제가 세도가 디 가나게 농번이 주요 말에 내 안다 깨매게 농번에 많이 주요 장드 담당생 되는데 장드 참고서 그래 매단 민 되네 저도 바 되네 주니 재미 두고래 되네 주니 뒤에 파 딜레티가래 디디 간텐다 마사서수 카토사 된다 되네 교회시부 칭타래 탐지 때문에 민나도 제다래 간도 탐지 된데 제부 막뭐 제타래 간동은 농바티 룽구래 봐 될 티가도 말라다 년가 티가도 요 말에 당내 로야 좀 된다 저 대공에 그디네 숭다나로나 내 막에 내 니토디기 나 쳐도 올라버려 봐나 쳐도 잡주 용해야지 나 말마 티 칼라 제는 두디 내 제메게 아시아디 정갈 두네 티 칼라 제는 두디 장대로 딱그 재미 두고 당하디 내다 통하려 봐 티 좀전디 통당 안 number 되네 기부 용나 말에서 봐 땡에 랍사 쳐도 요 말에 내 용야 나 텐데 뭐 안돌라 농벌라 에도 그다 람서다 텐데 그 거기다 당하면 티거든 예박하게 두고 당해요 말에 담아서 수거등에 gyangtse 에서 시게제 생겼다 스미디도 탐진자가 그래 되는 건도 농변 로아도 빠 갑질로 걸어 봐 내가도 좋아한데 찐 되어 삼로 코금인도 된대래
Yeah, in our village there was it was a very rural area, and there is no any. We used to hear something violence going by there, and Chinese were treating very badly towards the Tibetan people somewhere nearby. But as being our rural area, I have we doesn't face it. But the sudden change was that when my wife's uncle, who was taken to the Gyangtse prison under the Chinese, to give him the food. So during that, I witnessed that many people face lots of thamzing. I thought that this is a not good sign, and I was we planned to go to the exercise.
I see. So, to back up a little bit, he said, Pala, you said in our village, we used to hear something about the Chinese. Pala, what did you hear with your own ears?
Pala yan cak itu kalau cik ini di mana cik mampu jami baru datang cik kami mampu cedera si kuju cuma wah. Kali kudu itu kan paling kenal lah.
디디오 간에 간도 시디오 간에 다 티요래 매다 벤조 체조요 봐. 요 체조 이는 다 명다니 사다 트림. 초다 트림 명다니. 엔틸라 명다도 되는 것도 녜다 정도 랑게 주사고 랑 온데 미버 되는 마 망조 다 메마요 봐. 메마 쪼아도 마 뎀거 치고래 캐나도 톱다요 말이 견도가 마 누구 당네. 에네 다 디첸 중어래 캐나도 밀어 균냐네 쇼쇼 당네. 이렇게 교사래 된대시에 sonda 되는 강가 견텐데 다 손텐 미강가 탐지자도 탐지시나 가래 다 코나 내가 요구주네 다 안다 공에 요구줘라 봐 요베이네 다 저나 내가 봐 요구진 저나 누구 가르 갔다니 럽 다 단대 견한 봐 네바게 요 된대 된 누구 당가 그래 되지.
Yeah, it was that we used to hear that there were lots of struggle sessions going around the area.
Sterilization.
Struggle session. Because those nearby, those high people like caught, big high authority people were, and big family farmers were caught, and they were said that to the poor people, if you have faced any problem under them, this is your chance to treat them very badly. So they were called like that, all the people.
Oh boy.
Wait,
just stop. I have to clarify. You used to hear, Pala, that there were a lot of sterilizations of whom? Of who was being sterilized and where?
Tapela na tati ke pala kira khodi war thamding den mongo tang digi do ad kami khodi war wa di khodi kan sa thamdu susul tang sula khosu pala kira
네 탐지 땅상 뭐만
na
되나
pa khojo de thong sa dingya ta
거저다 셰부 중요래 갈랑을 탐지 땅에 오래 사만달라 땅에 오래 미망부정갈 쭉 살아래 에네 녀로 생각들 쪽으로 되네 장들 쪽으로 대균 탐지 땅에 미망부 내래 정갈 쭉 망부 채타래 뒤도 고요라 엄죠 땅아래 카이로 통조조로 봐 통조 타카생에만 나는 쉬어 봐 어디 통조들이 펜딩인
I
거들
used to hear nearby all the villages like Nyera or Gyangtse, all the near villages, they have faced lots of different struggle sessions.
So how far was your village from Gyangtse? How many days walk?
The Gyangtse pala kira ki thongsa desa jawa. Gyangtse pala tha ringro suya.
양세 버루라 따야고 요는 니마니 니단 사보 질러
미 공부잖아.
미 공부 때문에 니만 숨다 작자 도그래 숨신에 칼에 그거 니만 희랑 가래 미
By walk 4 days by the men and by the men, and if the horse is good, we can cover with the 2 days.
2 days. Okay.
다한다 공
So, you heard that villages around Gyangtse, which were like a 4 days walk from Gyangtse, that these villages, 4 days away by foot from Gyangtse, that there were sterilizations going on. Who was doing the sterilizations, and how? And were they doing it to men and women, or and only women? Can he please explain? What did he hear?
다 배다나 빨라가 이 뭐라 경제다 가져갔다 맞지 탐지 땅도 고대로와 탐지 수수 양 때다나 수수 땅이 요와 땅게 수수 바 믹스들이 고수야 돼 수수
다한다 공 디슈데 안다 내지 순다 강부 자침부 치고 전에 다 저거 럽주세요 말해
왜
안다 직 땅에 뒤땅이 시 여롱한다 안다 가리 게메 더사 게메 여러 봐 어다 뒤 낭라 준데 탐진이 준데 메롱 내다 셰요 디서비셔비요 당게 가이라요 미데가라 여러 봐뒤 조다 쉬셔 봐 다 가이지나 안다 딘데다 세동 그 경업이 ngakul ngantu mane thayong anda ngapju ngapje ingire ngapje da ngargu barure pa ngapje da ngapje barala anda ngani gemege balache aguni yore mi sumja jurda tonga ta tikune tene ta meta che tike rik baba ganga tamaji podan jure tonga juden tamde gebta tene ta gem ti yore ba ti khamba ne da ti ti yore ba 마 개밀 마 tradi지 거라 봐. 추시간도 제 되도게 다 녹조된 저 요래서 칸바탄 저 요래 최선도 추시간도 죽지 생한도 되는 민죽지다 민추시간 죽지시도 당마 죽지 탐제 돼 버려. 버버티기 버려. 다들 농배 미자는 다들 나도 용거라 봐. 렐레직 쳇도니다 당한데 내가 가는 게 되지. 시에어리 gem이 옹시에 당하러 봐. 마체당제서 좀 도니 탐지 당마 죽지 당하래.
빨라라
ngala mari ngajeme gi nang tho balan pala da ogu yore ogu byeng ju sum yore pala yo ta kona to medan kimna checho da bjere meda ti da pashi sen jor ni yo meda tu bi khona re checho ta tene ho jo ne yang meda chimbu ne yore da ta la ngaya tik tik khona she ta kon do byeng ja sum di sum jen ju ni tamji jukji dang ari tama jukji lungba ko mi kong ne ta kon ne ban dang ro kon do kyo kar da yo kal kyo da ro kon do tu ngema 옹시신 두고 땅아래 다 캐나도 파 랜로야 요르는데 가르치야요 땅안도 빼는데 맨날 좁은데 요르 봐 캐나도 건도 가르치야요 근데 셰 건도 홍대 오면 땅 근데 셰요다 다 근데 셰 타마죠 봐 다들 건도 빠라마 땅들마 땅들 장한선 로직 땅아래
yeah
어 되는 것도 없는데 그도
the lots of self-sufficient going around our this one but one I witnessed the most was gyero
Pala, I made a mistake. I thought you said sterilization, but you meant struggle session. So we'll go back and say, and inquire, what happened in terms of struggle sessions? They were going on in your area. Who was conducting the struggle sessions? And then,
yeah there's lots of struggle sessions going around our village. But only the main witness was that one of my wife's uncle, two uncle and father faced a very serious struggle session. They have faced 11 times struggle session, and it was took very serious because the Chinese authorities used to say that you have supporting the Chishikantu. So to get this confirmation, so they have to face struggle session. They have faced 11 times struggle session. After that, they was taken to the Gyangtse, where there is the Chinese authorities administration was there, and that. And
Pala, did you see your wife's uncle's struggle sessions, or did you hear about it?
that on the Kimeke Pala Awin Thamzing Tangroa. And Thamzing Tangi Pala Tongsong Kosong.
Ding and the Kemek share, Bra, get the share, Nitanga Tongjo, the Chibukan or Yunda, the Gune, Yimensia, Kayo, you get it. Tandang issue is Yorba, and then 직 미질을 한다 딘진 생각들 칼라제 생에 세도가 딩에만 이제매 지 총을 쓰다 되게 아샤래 다디 장들 자간 생데는 중간 두고 디딩아 차 칼라제 생각래 다 한다 이제매 디기 미디 땅을 했을 때 달럽서디 찍버 찍냥 권이 된다 때만 내 신나 생각부터 무질을 주나 죽을 때주 땅대요 봐 에는 콘도 이행한도 장들 거 그거니 이제 찍버래 장들 동거래 콘도 장들 동거래 내매 뒤에 장들 동거래 제가 콘도 뭐게 딜러 가서 장들 장안도 쭉 어느 탐지 추식은도 쭉지 생각이 탐지 땅이 다 콘도 빠 숨제만 될 땅아래 가서 장들 땅아래 장들 땅이 빠 버티죠 로 받다지 뒤 번자 받다디 나와 투지네 그야 로도 땅도 나라 단이 바 삼예 생각 나래 삼예 생들 뒤체 다 되네 한다 간주 하는 게매 게매 통해디 아시아요 생들 다 뒤게 밑에 찍는 인생 뭐 땅가라도 미셔야 되게 봐 뒤에 삼예라 땅아래 삼예 땅도 다 콘도 니 탐지 내다 시도 근데 매다 버라데 낭 버라 주주 땅사래 낭이 규요 버라 매만 겁제 됩다 다 코나도 또 사셔요 되다 매다 메롱 매다 된데데 풍구직 돼서 아니 대야 된데니 숨지 돼요 루 집중업지 때 독채선 때다 코나도 깨듯이 낭퍼죠 다 바단되죠 뒤 옥도 바단 딜샤래 아마다 보면 니다 부지겨래 뭐 되게도 독샤 다 파마스 뭐를 막 버라 딜라 장드 다가나 장드 다간다 나가들 당 나가들 가서 딜라 삼이 당하래 삼이 당도 가네 다 그저 주되게 보라 매마라 탐지 점니 곱세 잡사다 육 매자 메뉴 매자 되래 하나 가나게 어디에서 가나데 저는 이제면 nenze konta 매자 쳔보래
My wife family was very rich. So my wife family, father and two uncle has faced lots of problems, faced lots of segregation, and they was taken to the Gyangtse, and later there was the father and two uncle was taken. The younger uncle was sent back. When he came back to our village, all the property of the belonging family was distributed and taken by the Chinese authority. He was one of the richest person in that area. When he came back, he got the Chinese authority gave only one donkey, 40-50 sheep, and like that. And the house where they stay was not allowed to stay there. They were allowed to stay where the animals used to stay. That has to be faced by this one. Later, the two other people, father and uncle, other two were taken from the Gyangtse to against Samye. This one, Chinese authorities custody. And this was mostly I witnessed, not by this one hearing. And I heard lots, but it's all witnessed too. Whatever he's taken, all the brother was taken away, and all the belonging was distributed. This was witnessed by myself. I was not, my family was not rich as to my wife was, family was. So we have to, this also witnessed all by me.
So Pala, you witnessed the removal of the property of your wife's uncles, but you did not witness the thamzing, is that correct?
thamzing tangshao tongyo marwa. Tanda kundingi tangshao tongyo koyo.
당에 탐지 땅조디 버게 양들랑에 대중에만 너니 흉 커진 흉가 주다. 뒤 동사랑으로 통하려 마도 하는 게 이게매게 난 번데 땅에 되게 통요 말이디. 통조도 지부 지경을 해요. 아니 이게매 다가나요 봐. 카일로요 코나 예바데 이게 땅 전부 탐지 땅니 다 되네 장드네 바 삼일 땅아래. 다 삼일은 가도 칠주거려 봐 내가 제일 쭉 되네 내가 뚝뚝 칼라 주는 말에 칼라다 예매 녀로 추버 바디 투바 추솔로 강데 자다 강데 인군 담바 캠 강도 이제 텐데 이제 도코나 좀 전도 텐데 텐데는 미코나 니만은 거나 미 오므레 미 데블라 니냐는 거 랑랑디간 미 니도 숨도 텐데 미신도 좀바 텐데 좀바 십중업 주자 텐데 림베chen 다 카쇼가 샤로 봐 텐데 chen 다 간제 보면 내한테 게임하기 뻔딩아 티다 좀 로파다 티다 gemba de ming undu sa tinga de mingmatinisa. On ta koni bet tila Sambiel dangni. Ta Sambiel ngato kore. One thing you must say in legacy chemte jamate. And a dog unimandani. Then it sashay unimo. Ta kondo money or ba. Money papa pora, man lago dugal. Money lago giria dugal. Money lago papa pora, shoot. And a man lago papa medadang. And tentation says, and it's easy, no stuck goes on it. Did seem good. Konaji people did the music and heard your children. Did it set up sooner? May did it her then Jareja. Tinder to Sashimo, did it say a letter. Lapsan did it say Mevratang, Tiruniam to Magic Togadang, the Lapsan Sayamato, Tokyo Sayamo, Tinder Kangan. Mezzacona Dembacona, can you look at that?
I witnessed the thamzing was paid. Circumcision was given to my wife of uncle and father. I never witnessed, but I witnessed at the Gyangtse. Gyangtse, what the circumcision was faced by other people. Like Gyangtse, I mean, thamzang shikusure mingdi.
Gyangtse, the Dangadi Kong and Pendising did the Kanye Tablakan. Tia, Tidunga, Shugula, Tila Nagatella, Nagabatilla, Kartakumin. Samuel Chingating Ashayami. Kong I want to Samuel Tang Yumari, Tagaranga.
I witnessed the thamzing of the Pende Yingpa. I witnessed that.
In Gyangtse.
Gyangtse. And when there was a wife, father, and uncle was taken to the Samuel, this one, they were given very limited food, a spoon of black tea, spoon of samba, and we used to witness that daily 1 or 2 people died. And when we get given asked to do a work, when we go work for outside, we try to find some food. Like when we go for outside, we try to find like a rat. If we get a rat, we try to kill it. And we try, within our people, we try to fight for the rat to eat.
This is the uncle who's in prison.
Prison.
That they tried to kill a rat if they found it. Okay. And before we go to Gyangtse and what happened, I want to know something about the uncle. What kind of your wife's uncle and father as well, father and uncle, were rich men. Were they nomads?
Tanda pedana palaki kimedi kimeki palata awudi thamzing tangwa. Kondo en singbare drogba khare. Singbare drogba mara.
Samandro shikire. Semje de samandro dobre.
It's a big nomad and farmer both.
Yeah, singa shukcha chigo.
More farming.
More farming. And did they live near you? Did they live near you?
Di kereta la diwar, pal kereta diwar.
Di tharing ma ngantu desa gyero ba, ba khorja sing dire ba. Kondu desa di bagere gyero.
Okay. So they lived near
Not near, but quite far.
Ta kondu de kongen de sumo je, ande ngai jeme jor ba, di anda yo jodi. Di ngantu diba sun dulalam chung joren ba, be mare. Ya khagare ba ya, hogi di nizu de kunyi ngama khagare ngai jeme ngeme di da di da di khagare. Kunyi gi no asha ngeme am ajan thonge ti da jeme te asha ti da ande ngai jeme gi pala da agun do sa di tongan chibal chayo ta bulma Gyangtse ching Gyangtse ne samye ching se kon to chibu chikya gora thanda chikba ane tu tumbe ke ta she pura chikba gora yore ti.
Even my second wife also family also faced the same struggle session.
Same struggle session. Okay. Pala, was your wife's father and uncle, what kind of were they leaders? Were they good men? What was their relationship like with the people?
Ta pala ke keme ke pagala erika ta yorwa. Ene khora ene ka lumba dige po ke pombo re ene che pombo re ene che thomba chombo re khare de.
Thomba chombo re pombo mare. Mendan kona jotop chombo re jutop chombo che mendan thomba ge gerge soto kelsa sosur ge baremba. Yan dinde pombo dinde de merde chombo dinde ke mare. Kona do range soa ke range bedan chombo chakko dinde.
They are not a leader or administrator, they are a big family, it's like a rich family.
They were like a
very rich family,
rich
one
family.
of the most richest family there.
In the area. And Pala, did they have what kind of relationship did they have with the people in their community if they were one of the richest families? Do you know?
다 발라콘도 다 동바디나라 치셔지와 안치가 동바디나라 안 동셉다 동바지어와 정말 미도 생님들 대화 간대야 안치게
대화 타고나도 안데 네 대진 허루 네만 로베낭래 된 시아드지 거래 코나긴 메단 셰쇼 뻗시 생지다 네게메디 낭래 흥버서 서러흥버서요 메단 지도 될 뻗시 군이 메단 tuk비되네 셰 군이 니제 친구들 좀가 군이 니제 된 뻗시는 메다요 지구다
아니 동cep들 미망다 망보여와 혼자 저와 약들
단 대화다야 탑지 뒤신데 야고 참보신 파 펜도시거라 봐 펜도 제거기도 보라 다그 우들로는 보라 내게요래 콘도 두부당네 쇼쇼당네 그 다시요 예미시다네
There was good relationship with all the villages, but the Chinese trained to them, the people that you should say that you have treated very badly, this and that. So my wife family has faced lots of censorship.
I see. So the Chinese trained the people to say, you have been very bad to
Treated
us.
badly by them, they are so rich, why you are poor, and this and that.
Yes.
Misinformation was related to them.
I see. And so, Pala, did you actually go to the prison to try to take food? And what year was that? And what prison did you go to deliver food to the uncle?
다 개매게 아울라 칼라테가 도여와.
근데 공도 칼라 제를 넣고요 말에 대라 사자고 현대 쳐서래 봐
칼라테가 패다 빨리라.
나 칼라 대서디 양들에 봐 냐마
장수르디.
양들이 칼라 딜에 제일 친거래 안데 내게매 제매만 동에데 아샤죠로 봐 뒤정간 루딩에 제가 친거래 매제매디 가지 다 안에 녀로네 되는 마 양들 당하래 봐 뒤둥한도 어이생요 말에 개지요 말에
내가 개매 것이다.
내매제매디들이 안다시안 또 제일도 칼라 제일도 사디 대 안에 개매디 다 쉬고도 개지도 관도 없어 지고 직장을 해도가 정간도 사치고 직장에 마도 군이 양아 뒤둥에 어이생요 말에 개매도 어이생미 별
He's mixing up with his two wives. But the first we went to the Gyangtse was to give the food to his wife's uncle.
Okay. And when you took the food to your wife's uncle, Pala, what did you see with your own eyes?
Tapena keme tamudel kala awitil kala kya dora pala. And kari tons para and me kala kya do to toba to is the kari tons.
오다다도 칼라 제는 넣어야지 점점 양해지 양 쉬고 봐 칼라 제는 누두 간에 된대 지도 뒤도 양도 자가 생데 두셔도가 다 저도 간에 다티 코나 출내 주고도 내가 출내 주도 간에 탐하게 칼라 제는 누두 간도 미디야 칼라 제 진다고 정간 여러 봐 정간 나를 칼라 제랑 간도 민어버디 근 당기미도 탐하게 칼라디 랭에 미래 이거나 조금 소리를 거 시작도가 다 그러면은 참고 딘딘스게 바맹아 딘딘스게 맹아 딘스 칼라 쟁에 여배 스만에 깨작도가 인당아 인세네 대랍사 칼라 야 군이 대샹 뭐 미통야 민두 대게 가 빠고 툴 주고 미두지 도장 칼라 제칭 고모데 칼라 봐 고모 칼라 쟁 다티니 두등에 시작 디 고모 칼라 제칭니 미디 디 지그래 제니 디 성이 쇼게디 다디 칼라 쟁에 미디 배바래 그다 전에 인지 미지 투게 탑게 지기는 생이 쇼게 당은 리버 있는 저도 죽버들에 나바들에 저도 나바들 대버게 된 자간 추억사 저래 장로 삼제선 저 삼바침 붙이 팅어는 로세 랑가들 저나 군데스 다테나 건도 딜은 누구래 장로 삼제선데 내가 땡그래 쓰기도세요 그 고명스도 당야로 요칭산도 봐 애야야승아 디 고모칭데 자강승 와도 리버난데 자담요 말봐 별 자첨비 강스 엔 자데 첨비다 무슨 근데 렌 바디 둘로 되니 사부서는 졸라부 킨칭이 저게 저도 nga바 칭이 대와 칭이 막 구구 건도 용변 근데 저도 두고 여지 뭐 두고 메시지 엔 건도 용기도 좀 바티게 봐 내가 지금 도 담미래 자마래 다딘데 똑딘데 가도 근데 용아 근데 레 봉바제 레렌 자마래 잡봉 거 다가 때도 미 항상 해야 되는 게 깜깜 둘로 미연아 민네장 주르바 미 정해장 독도거나 시제마다 부르다 텐데 그러면 근저는 된 막반도 된락반은 뽕바들 디까 좀 자마게 루드도 냠신 동스된다 가도 항상 해야 돼 다도 납대가 가는 납사 거를 내가 제일 영화도 좀 잡아 추조가 돼 그네 저도 때문에 대해 줘요 말이 미가 고물럽대가 미리 해야 되네 근데 내가 그또 주득인 말이 다그 랑갈 근데 남자 이건 당그도 봐 다된데 대기들 밑에 럽소매 행 다가 대이다 대기를 대대 다미도 간단지는 저산 칼라쟁이 미리 받아쟁랍니까 왜 저런 걸 땡땡 땅만 선다 저런 뭐게 자간라 추경해요 추어서 될때 뭐게 요서 그 미지게 대부지에 개미지 봐도 용기가 더 용기면 되고 개미 받다 미 니슈숨지 버려 개미래 이러면 다 코니 용기도가 내가 경에 근데 좀 미하면 니저 주저서래 근데 칭소 지금 되네 버려는 자고는 장수야 이거게 아마지다 미지도 콜라 차도 잡았어요 자 내가 마칭에 잔도 자간게 뭐게 뒤쳐서 되라 추억서 되진 다른
Yeah,
데지 시원해
when I was going to the Gyangtse to give the food to my wife's uncle, and when I went there, there's a person kept that who give the food to the prisoners of this time. So we used to just shout that anyone is there to deliver the food. One person came out and said, yes, I am the person to deliver the food. So he took the food, and we cannot see anyone nearby. We are not allowed to enter inside on this. So he took the food and just shared me that if you would like to meet him, tomorrow every morning, in the morning 5 to 6, they will be allowed to go and walk in some area near. So you can find him there. So I thought that I planned that I should meet him tomorrow. So early in the morning, I prepared tea. And so there is no, during that there is no flask or anything, just warm up with some cloth, and I went there to give a tea to him that I can meet him. But when I came there, I just tried to find out my wife's uncle, but I could not find him. There is lots of people coming, 200 almost. So this one was coming, Tibetans, they are coming with the slaves. They carrying the belongings, things to work, and they're working very actively. If you work with laziness or something, the Chinese people used to beat them. So they were working very actively and coming forward and doing whole day work. But between that, when I tried to find my wife's uncle, I could not find that uncle over there. That the person who came this morning, who said me that your uncle is coming here. He came nearby and said, your uncle was not sent here today. He was sent somewhere to fetch up the water. Water for fetching some group was there. So your uncle was sent there. And then I tried to go away, and when I was going toward that, my tea was totally cold. So I tried to make it hot, and then I went to that area and tried to give to my uncle. And I would choose that.
와 엔딘데서 되네다 되네 버게 되네 그 추억살 여러 셔 봐. 행에 추억살 아마지도 보면 돼 차리 그 사버서도 야 아니지. 애니 제이는 칭아님배 애니 추억의 용기도 열마. 추억 추고도 되는 게 랍사 믿은 거 챙기도. 너가 다 랍사 그도 칭내니 야미 급절 단다 여러 봐 먹미. 한 급절 거기는 추승 추 버데레인데 담 징백해 영아. 데레레 게임도 eng lapsan de lapsan ke chung ata mai mai chu ta mai je ma tung teng ma si ken ke ja de ke ja ko so eng lapsan je bi jin ba de 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 so sa na na a ja jing ning je ya de mi ji zeng ga zu ni sha je ga du ma na gyu ti du o ta ba la de ji gyu ma de du ni ha lapsan ji gyu ma ko chu ta mai je ni de ni cha de tung ju ge sa nong de ngani ko la mi de ni ge ji ni she gyu ma de ta ngani ni mi ni cha so ga ya bu chong so 그 단다 가리시에 거는 빨라라 꽤 전부 때문에 시야스 말미 된 시야주스 엔 ngay 빨라 캐는 ngay 단다 가요 ngay 빨라 캐는 하기 미들 개체 ngay 빨라 캐는 동발 된 시야요스 내 가자 디켓 티셔스 방자셔스 삼성을 딱 따라야 된다는 바통 바데 추티셔서 저러 봐 죽은 따뜻 ngay 중대 주동 동죽스 차동 죽의 차된 때 도중간도 나가 동스도 두 개면서 남래 쓰도가 대등 하나 퍼발 동스 하나 대동 개미들 텐터기도 다 차디 파테 사라지 애니 거기 게시도 간데도 지난 중간에 강에 간데도 두고 간데도 나네 같이 게 거야 텐데도 칼란다 텐데 도로인데 지는데 거 깨던데 쉐어 봐 아자들 때는 이게 쉐어 봐 그게 딱딱 거려 봐 하게 좀 아자디 로바 저어봐. 그냥 거는 게이션 당한데 아주 딱 강에도 노디다 강에도 대가도 가는 해면 조갈에면도 강에 가도 둘로 재면 자야 되면 시점네. 강에도 둘로 재네 자야 돼도 제다 들어버지. 신칼라 그 제리 엄마도는 데도 데도 칼라 데도 원에 되겠다. 전 근데 계산다 선대 주는 마치 엄마 간도 선대 주는 마치 러브로 아슬인데 근데 대생 바에는 거기에 시도 미고치 용도가 생각도 하나도 미시오 용도가 근데 제가 되네 should then to the money share marba. Come not to share it in the share chatum. Then I don't to Chabit again.
Yeah, then when I came to this way, when I tried to find the people, I met that uncle. He was just, when I saw him, they were carrying the water on their neck with the 2 buckets or something like that. So when I tried to meet him nearby, he just signaled me, go away, go away. You are not allowed to come near me. After the 2 times we go for fetching the water, then I can get a rest. Now you are not allowed to come nearby. So I just went far away and I just washed nearby. And suddenly one slave Tibetan woman was there. And she just said to me, if you want to meet him, you can only meet after the twice they have fetched, the water was taken. There will be a break, small break. During that time, then you can share with them. Not but directly. You cannot talk him directly. So when you want to talk to him, just talk like you are talking to me. Then the words can be understood by him. And he will answer by just looking at me, not looking at you. You can talk, share words like indirectly likewise. So when you reach there, when you give a tea, don't give tea directly to him. You just drink and just give it like the normality you are sharing, that you are not nearby him or something. You should not sign it, something like that. So when twice the water fetching was completed, then we had the chance to nearby. Then when we were having when tea was, I gave the tea, first I drank, then I just like sharing to others, then we shared each other. Then I talked to that uncle indirectly to the woman. Just ask him how you are living, are you hungry, what do you want, what information you need to give to the family, and everything I inquired. He just said that now food is something okay, but only thing is I need a cloth, because there's no toilet or something, everyone was used in pant or dresses. It was so uncomfortable. So like that I need the dresses very urgently, if you could be, and don't worry about us, and you all live together something and do your best. But he could not share more because his mouth was with dried or throat feelingness was there. He cannot share it. Tear was coming out, throat was totally dried and like that. And I cannot also share much. Very sentiment feeling was shared during that time.
And then so that ngati ko de chaji ge thore ba kala ko khazan kala ko thi khazan de konda ge thore ba konda di chan ne chona di sig du ye to jeng di chan ne chona tenu the yo na chu sa den de sur de ba den thong ge sig du ka ja che jog ma tak da re nga konda den thi yen thi ni ma de are chu sa ba sur gi khang ba ji yo na thi ching ge jo ba khar sa Gyangtse dagang kang be sur de ba pa to de ga yen do pa to ching na 추어는 더 미기 통하고 깨닫는 답지 조금인데 공다들 추억들 당연히 손지대 됐어. 근데는 다 접접 거미셀 당아 정인 동인데 걔나 로마파마 다 소고도 다고 좀 지아사가 제네 맞아 소고다고 왜 제요 미그 도구당 여봐. 내가 정인 동인이 애는 나한테 칭네 시진 로간 생이 나한테 뒤에 내다 대 성이 쇼가 된 로가 천지시는 로다. 너무 되게 답발라 걔나 성이 돼요 말에 뒤니 장도 팬데기 thamzing re se do Gyangtse pende thamzing yin bel khari yo nga duba re lo duba se de tin de kina dig ma re kina do lomba longul de ge ja re ti thamzing se do thamzing ma lop so re se so so yun den ja go yo re se ta langa di nang lo do de chen da kina do ge jan da man de she sa yo ma re thamzing ne da do ha ko re kina ching na nga le nye ba bo re kina de ni thamzing sun do ro re se ko jing ne ma de nangi nemo jore ba nedan do sachi ti ta kuji dinde ma nga rugi ma chin ya nang daga yo sachi 상당 몇 지나 홉도 된데 칭이 내 나온내다 대사래 봐 갈라 녀바 보고 그래서 순도 마시는 지나 녀바 보고 갈 따라 내가 계속 쓰도 희한한 dumbu 근데 된데 여다 위 쓰도 마대랑 그래 대는 다들 자지 대셔야 된 칭순도 칭 뭐다 순도 누드다 가성에 배는 거면 가서 예산 휴송아 디나 여기 되게 되면 끔빠라 통수면 너무
Then when we had the day or shared everything, then later that woman, she said, if you want to witness him a whole day, you can just sit nearby, away from him, and witness what he's doing. You cannot go near to him or talk something, share something. So because I have to leave tomorrow, so I was just looking after how they were living. The eyewitness, he came twice or thrice to fetch the water. Just I informed him, just shouting from the away, that saying that tomorrow I'm early in the morning, I'm leaving, and so you take care of yourself and don't worry or something. Nothing, just as the feeling sentiment was shared, nothing can be done. So that on the same night, then where I was staying in some house. I said that tomorrow I'm leaving early in the morning to my villages. She said, no, you are not allowed to go. Because today it was informed that tomorrow there is going to be a struggle session, thamzing, of the Pende, something what is in the Pende.
Pende Kangye Tabla.
Pende and Dabla. And Ningba.
No, but Pende Ningba.
Pende Ningba
and Kangye Tabla.
Dabla, this was going to take a struggle, going to face a struggle session. So when they came to inquiry each and every house, how many people are living, your name was listed in this also to go and witness. If you don't go, I have to face the problem. So you stayed in my house, and if you go tomorrow, so I have to face the problem. So she does not allow me to go to my village. So that's why I got a chance to witness all this thamzing of Pende and Nyingma.
Dio didn't that did you my young yeti, Pende Nyingbe Tamde Titoni, Ting Yale Tamde get among Bocosos. Kayo lawyer that he told the time did again. Kakatoria Medina, you will be pet talk me do something that you can love to. And I should do some attending.
Because I witnessed this, then I always feel that whatever we had a property or a living thing, that now doesn't help us. So due to that, my mind was changed that I should be live somewhere exile or something like that. It will not circulate with what we are having now. It totally my mind changed looking at all this circumcision. This was the only main circumcision I witnessed again through my eyes.
Can you tell us, Ala, what did you see with your own eyes during this struggle session?
That thamzing na all mix a caricature thong.
Thamzing tanga de la dinde sig do. Thamzing da konto pompo chambure ba. Thame te du te tang te lungbe tim jengere ba. Pening yama sing dinde. Ten tangye tabla sing yama shows that mi jigma to tanda yama kongai de. Koi ba shows mi kong de le tang yama ta ribe ne jimi yoro tinang. Ta kangye tabla ba kongai pende sing di ko ya tim jenge mi re. Che ta 그 딘데 지요래 스타탐데 등도 간에 다 매다 교 딘데 빵고 딘데 되게 강가야 뻥 둘이 두게야 공은 다 건도 깨자 튀어자 쭉 안당한도 깨지 튀었는데 튀어자 쭉다 팬딩이면 막 가르쳐서 쓰네 다 그게만 안도라 루보 딘데 테 딘데 땅 딘데 셔서 다디 루보 딘데 땅니 파추 등도 간에 딘데 질 땅요 도와서야지 간도 짜리야 영업 딘데 루또 충주도 Palindu can keep an into park simply to dinner, Palindu do the and then at Jiggy, Conado Saya, Topja, digging on to Yoku, Legaching a Yoku digital. Conado Saya 20 days out of somebody in the Pertayaway. Touching Doja, Condo the Martanga, Yoku, meaning to do what he get there, did it, and some Doja, Doja. Then the daughter then to come with a job, the lady said. Do Jenny, then it go to show the Union Shasha, Tush and Tango, two towns on the top on the gold bomb, they are teaching them teenagers on the ten, do down the Chungjo, secure duty. Tank on the Nima the gate had a rest, Tang under that, Mamma Nima the shadow rest. That do what they get there, Pora, there's a digit, Pound and the Pora, do to tell you like Kopja. That means she said the cannot solve Shagin, and the Gong and the Yam de Soto River, they go and enjoy your river. Then they sold me, that Jabba, or the Tantapora, tongue like that. Do the Gipango, do the Gipora Golisha. Then a meet Dogutang is in a Dogutang, Sudan, and Chanaka, do Dang and meeting, then money I can share. pending you when you're
가르갔다는 거.
Yetang, then Gajashin, Chugung among a Kanyan tablet, Chugung along teacher in us. Mangama turned out the digital and turned out and the love to me to the digital tongue, but then they you not going, but you could tell you will turn, not take a bus. Nature Lotal turn, taking the thing to in the man and then the latter money. Then in journey. Tora, semi-dimeters, Mamachin, Kemaji, the music, and the carcassing bed, and they went there to the Kong, there to chairman and somebody do it and then it Yimba and that teacher got it. No, when you maybe can I get a custom you say. Red to shake out in the like you think to red to the gunning ever more than get a certain day with that. Gunning is in Chigman to them. Chunakat, doing it like you can segment to the tenning yet I Yimba, remember. Tajugunima gave her another Nima Shari. Some is standing my market, Taju. What in there on what don't Madumona don't. That pending with the Konda Kagrini, Konda bed tabla care. Mother Tenny, Konda Chotu, Chicken, Chotu, Naba, Ziburu, Tarju, and Turduch. Jenny Gytangtse me to know the Robert Church in Tarju. Kang Travel go did he commoted and wrote to the two, don't that ever tongue the pending but Kongo Yadaba. Then it reading. Nimasum Tam the Yot, Nimatambam, then a tabla concurrence. Don't yet attend that.
Pende and double was administrative people. And I get
Say their names again.
Pende and Dabla.
Pende.
And
Pending
Dabla and Pende was administrative officer. They collect the tax. They do other finalization order or something. The other authority was to them. So those people they were tied and kept on the chair. And those people, beggars and the workers, they kept on the high, this one, on the top with the chair, or the rest were kept on the floor. So the other people, poor people come and says that last time you have taxed us. You are given 1 cup of wheat and you have collected more bigger than that. During that we faced lots of problems. During that we used to give a punishment like tying on a horse and dragging us. Now this is our chance. So they used to, there is one woman and man might be really, there might be faced problem. They were really shouting and slapping and hitting and all that this was faced by the Pende and Dabla. And during that struggle session, Pende he was totally unbalanced. He was carried on the horse. He cannot walk or do something. Even during that, when they was asking, you did that, sometimes he accepts, might be that he is done. Sometimes he doesn't accept. That might be just told lie or something like that. Such second was taken. They have to face 3 days struggle session. But on the first day itself, Pende was totally lost. He was unbalanced and he cannot walk or do anything. He was carried on the horse back. And the Dabla was a little bit better. But Pende was aged also. He was very old age. That I witnessed. So after that evening, I could not witness all this and I tried to escape. And the same evening, 5 o'clock, then I got a chance to escape from this and I went back to my home.
So, to go back to this struggle session for just a little bit, you had to go because your name was given to the Chinese. Where were the prisoners placed, and where were the Chinese, and where were the people? Can you give us a picture of the situation?
Thamzing tawa kala ane chike po gemi pombo khande ste to papa ta thongsa dipura ke ta ro ane desa thangding khade re khangpa re ane mitu su duga du khawa sha mi pombo su ta thamzing tangsa khande sha chik chi yo nyam do sha khande kare chete
ora thangde dang an di do re 딩안도 디어바 전주 닝바 요바 딘데 손데 고고징 나랑라 메자 보라 탕레 손데 질 보라샤 엔텐데 제 손데 야 꼽자 딘데 요 방고도 두두데 야 터샤 여러바 메마 망도 디다 당나는 쇼 여러바 타카 야네마 깨자시니 껴요 깨자디 시엔 두두건 정원에 집어 멤버들 레도나 라인 승안에 지레든 안에 긴지면 다 거 못해야 민두스 거 쟁구레스 다거 내만 간도 가지 주간가 그세 저랑 언에 집안 바니마 티네네 주근이마 개래 간도 니마 샤래래 담미사 땐 나반데 내지 때때 매마디게 간거 담미사 스케자고도 진짜 진짜도 담디 자야 되거든 미각 맞지 않다 걔는 거 걔는 민미버서야 잡시에 봐
Yeah, during that time, the Chinese and Tibetan poor people were sitting on the chair, and rest of the local Tibetan was asked to sit on the ground. It was like that, and the person any person come and out and give beating to that high authority, that thamzing person. Then if they shout something, all the local people of the Tibetan have to support by same voice. Yeah, you have done this, that, and everything. Whatever she says, you have to follow all these people. If doesn't follow the witnesses, Chinese authorities just see them, then they have to face the problem.
What kind of problem would they face if they didn't join in the shouting?
That better ke Magyawa Sobata, that you got a thamzing town, Kubudilla, and it could be chess on purchase land, you can break chess or ke Jawa. Kizike Magyawa Chungsona and Kachi giving.
다 뭐지와 중소나 그안 팀이 모두 랍산 죽으면 그 겨드그래 랍산 그 겨드마서 안 매만나는 디금인도 고 매마기 그 저침이도 현아 로저 제래 야그 도부 예받 경기
Yeah, on the same day he doesn't do anything, he just note down the person how they were. And later we have to face any problems that you are against us. Because during that time we did not support our program or whatever we're doing.
Pala, how many Chinese officials were sitting on chairs and how many poor people were with them in that? Was it outside?
That and the Gemi Thamdang Gemi Pupu Kasus to any Thamding Kangpana and Gemi Monu the machine.
진님 재미란다 시타민도 다디 텔망미 민다 니슈 투주서레 탈 미레고르 재미 마미 에네 망아데 bombo 숨시지도 되네 망아 쪼단다 직생에 요래 틴데기 상장생에 되는데 디등안도 미기 깨주치니 틴데 미카셰도 다 돔나 민도 뒤게 틴데 여기래 다는가 텐데 샤민도 내가 딱 디샤민도 틴데라도 도체도 콘도게 유체도 다 There
was almost 20 Chinese soldiers and 3 to 4 Chinese authorities, and 3 to 4 Tibetan Chinese spies who translate them to Chinese language and English.
And were there poor people up there with them?
And the thamzing tangding mi yorwa, kondu dingyamdu yorwa. Yeah, they were with them.
And they were with them.
kondu nyamdo da thamzing tang mi digiri mema gi de yorba tang mema samja tang nangshi ko re langeng yore mane samji tang ko yeba tang mi.
They were one by one they were treated like that. Not all the time, all together like that.
And did the first person come out, did the Dakwa was brought out first, or were both people brought out at the same time?
That the Dabla, the pending you, Tamutang Ra. And Queen Yamdur King or a chick Jimmy King on Tamutang.
Kunila dinde shejadu nija nyamdo hibni langsha ba kela barba to diga sinjila partela michi gi lagbala teja kur michi gi lagbala thakba khigyo che en thok che gyo den lagbala nuk cha jib gyo partse ko kuni kele yo she party hunde re sada khanya tabla ji yo ndu pendi ning ber jib tena bage lange ti pendi ning ber ka jare re she ko tu sujo gol ka jere nija rimba che son de ten tham di jag du tu kyomde.
There the Dabla and Pende was kept nearby, and there was a board made. It's written. It was a board.
Nuk lagban jurjo, magi miti. Miti lagban nuk spar jeb juba nuk se lagban thama jurjo. Tatu jo di thagban. Hajo di thagban de jagna ki orba.
It was a board written that one man is sitting on the someone like administrators were sitting on the poor people, and the poor people just bending down with the head, two hand fold, like that which was tied on the neck, and both sides was kept like that. And each and everyone come and just shout near to him and just beat him and shout him, and this action was taken.
And was the person kneeling down, and where were their hands?
Kondo any khadichu lakwa dam any pimutu ne dedo khadichin shop.
Kontu dukse gugu chen tatinde kiedul tadi yorba. Nindas take to Yalang, Goya Maja, cannot go to your rest, go to
They was not allowed to put the head up. Said this is your time is gone to put your head up. You just burned on your head. They was letting them head to be bow down, not up.
And their hands?
Lakwa,
Lagwala teacher or charge.
they were tied with it was tied not front. Lakwa doing the front. It was tied with the iron.
With iron.
Iron. Chagwa.
Ring boo, Jeff Santa, like one could you tang Chanu Chacho, the girl,
Iron loosely something.
Pala, this, let me ask first, like, the whole size of the group, the village people and the government officials and the soldiers, about how big is this experience? How many people are there total?
Tell Tongse Chimbuship, Gyangtse and the Ngadi Joraba. Ngadi Konabora Bomber Batako, Girus and the Kondo Ngadi Tig, Imbamate, Tangan start turning a Cordiasio, Girusio, Dania, Nyerosio, and again put a link bomber Bako,
Very big administrator is under the Gyangtse, and there is a nearby all the villages are under him. Not only 1, 2, this one. He has lots under his administration.
But in this struggle session, how many people attended or were forced to come?
That then get the ritual and me manglu and Korange, the Tamil Tangal, me manglu. That's
Chenda and Lagu Maraba, Conan Durange, Ngadi Day in that day sort of the Lagu of Mergudi in a Hobless on the Gene, to get the mini younger Bamanja. Minamana, no pomp to Rabjig in the me, and I'm tonga dead to the meter do.
Yeah, the people who have to attend is only nearby where the areas were treated. So it might be witnessed, it might be almost 1,000 people was attending.
1,000 people. So at that struggle session with the Dabla and the Pende, were there about 1,000 people there?
Yeah, 1,000 people.
About 1,000 people. Okay. Pala, this is the first time you are seeing with your own eyes a struggle session. What is the impact on you?
That thamzing down the like say tango tango putong roa. And Palika typically sort of carry the case on let me say.
Thing I saw like you do, yeah, the Tangama on the person, yeah, rimbaches on the Todesame and the chairs on the Gone rimbaches on the bomb remdinch and the gurney. That in Bayo, that make a bomb chamber in raging letter on this in the Budumi, but Memal Taga, Goyotini, Kambo Children Junction, the candidate did you gani, Tangando. Jung over send the star to up the quality years, I said that Jung over said your pet home and do some to take on them and an another dog as I came more similar unimi, did you yet touch your mother and a chodo young boy, yellow, 10 of touch of jazz sometime. The Tambo did got too much young and I less who can, Tamagic Simso. They had in a Tamadima, I turned on 2 Masonga to Lungurba. Younger sugar made done Jenny, I'll touch your jataway.
Yeah, when I witnessed this, I feel very insecure. Because high people were unsecure.
Unsecure.
When the high people or our authority people face such problem, and it was very unsecure to us. And I felt that whatever we had, property or anything, this is nothing in front of them. So it will be a more secure, it's a more this one. So when I reached back to my home, I planned to escape to the exile. Even I tried to once I tried to escape, I was caught. And but that did not let me down, go to the custody or taken by the Chinese. But as being a rural area, I was not treated as something. But second time I got a chance, and then I escaped to the exile.
So, if I understand, you're saying you felt very unsecure when you saw these very high, important people suffer so much, because you could see that wealth was no protection.
Yeah, like that. So I left everything. I felt that you should leave everything, and wealth is nothing in front of this.
Yeah. And Pala, who was the woman who told you where to go see your uncle and who helped you? Was she a Tibetan woman, and who was she? Or Chinese woman?
다 단다 빨아 딩냐 아니 동가 두드 가네 아니 직 칼로라 아니 그런데 계지 카도 말라 슐라 랍라 아니 카도 나 랍나 니 괜히 랍 아니 계지 껴는 마시 카도 괜나 나나 아니 칼레티르스 라라 아니 기메디 아니 간데스 버바레 아니 코
버바레
간데
뭐 모래 초가 정관 독샤도가 초가 정관도 초가디 추올 당도 찍버데 내가이디 매한다 지명만 통해디 아시아디 정관난도 고추올 당여 봐 권이제 내가 쳐서 찍버려 봐 텐차게로 또 기메디데 테니 기메딩 알 남데데 당 데디게 시엔 되시
she because her husband was treated same she was treated same her husband was also in jail so she also came to give something to the husband she came early and she know how to be done so she guided me that we should do this and that and everything
So even if people were working in the fields, whatever, or carrying water, you could just be standing nearby and pretend that you're talking to each other and they could hear you.
답변은 그 군도다 좀더 내가 지혜되고 와 내가 지혜되고 그 이인도만 뭐시게 매도도 이렇게 지혜되나 디고래
좀 바꾸나도 그때 개미 죽을 땅에 줘라 봐. 그 맞고 난 되그래 봐. 그 거기다 그 랍산 쌤이 되니 니밖에 그래 봐. 그 맞고 되네 깨자 가라 되네 깨 충충 버들 넣고.
아니 뭐도는 keleng 말아.
로바된도 니가 거나서 배바 장기하네 봐. keleng민도.
Yeah, if the Chinese authority witness that we are talking and sharing something, then may face a problem. So we should try to avoid from the Chinese authority or military or anyone. Just hiding from him, we have to try to share all this.
Hiding from him. And Apollo, when you first saw the people in the fields working, can you describe how they looked, what they were wearing, and just that? Can you tell me what clothes they had on when they were working in the fields?
다 좀더 내가 제가 티주로 와. 내가 차한테 그 돌로 간대 그것도 가리 이 간대 지금도 빨리 통화를 간대.
대대간에 당부도 가는데 자간생들 죽도 간다 내내만 칭사도래 봐. 미간 거냐라 단낭도 매단 차르서 미 토르도 대장 지어래 봐. 다가때도 내가 칭에 에이 삼든데. 돌로 빼면서 돌로든데 그냥 시마다 부르다. 그 현대도 그 교정이 되었는데 메롱는데 그냥 우리 땅에 있는데 다든데 예바 동에 미 에이 삼삼서든데 안도 되도 주미 되도. 단도도 간다. 망미 말때 난다고 내전 라바 윤도도 다게 내가 그서 들렸다 건도 강거 두로 저번도 연에 가리고네 내가 쌓고 또고 되네 되신 내가 아주 잘 주고 봐 된대
Yeah, the people was caught with very high authority and rich people. So the dresses were very usually look very good. Good. And when I first witnessed, I never thought there were slaves or something working under the Chinese. They were looking very colorful. When I saw they were working under when they doing something, I felt something very special, something like that. How doubtful it is really they are working or something like that.
How?
When they are big people, doubt is they are real slaves or doing under Chinese law or something like that.
You thought it looked like they were slaves. So were they very? Was their clothing? What kind of shape was their clothing in?
그것도 둘로 약간 거에서 추가 고도 거를 갈 거다.
하나 배제거나 등록거나 배대 그 밑단에다 안도 메다 쳐서 깨라마 토브라마 얘들가 인정영아 된대거나 좀 속다 된대 장냐다 디디오가는 나는 쭉 찾으려 봐. 둘론 삼바거나 미는 그냥 열어 봐. 다 되네 삼이에다 생각 등디건데 아마 론 로거나 지금 난게 사단 통해요 말이 변자 통해요 말이 부구 통해요 말이 정하고 로망부 들으면 돌로도 삼바고지고는 레도 그러 봐. 돌로 강에 제대로 교부시면 근데 차선다. 세면 님이 강에다 초하고 나는 거다. 딜러 두두가는 나가 돼서 같아게. 삼이에 가진 두두간 땅에 제도 주님에 뭐다 미고도 밀 딘딘생에디 미디 맹한 딘딘사고 니마지게 콘도 또 니마지 저거 자사시 뭐보다. 그나도 고문이냐 되네야. 그때 니마지 저거 또 세진 때는 신의 삼사 삼든데 뭐 거야 주는 민우사. 니마지 거 디당수사. 딱도 가성에 되네야. 다시 뭐지 딜러 땅니 가서. 둘러 땅니. 다 투당의 주역하는 출럽니다. 남 장보 열어 봐. 다 망게 시스. 다 주니. 다 되네. 그나도 자쇼스니요. 자쇼네. 미카도 이네 쇼 티나 다샤 쇼를 도고 있대. 대쇼가 조금 될 거라 로톱소사 안 딘데. 대쇼 조금 나네 코 다쇼를 도지. 다 띠냐 못고. 때는 매든데 때도 따서서 그거는 매라 땅데. 다샤 부터 녀지 저거 자지 딘데 샤소사 겐 저거 님은 저거 자야 민도 사샤지 주나. 다티도 레네 슈고도 미샤상에 총을 생도가. 다샤다 강벨 함당아도 거 정내 내용아 별로. 근데 과는 보라 강을 함디 보라 매다당 된 거마도 동니 근데 전세죠 장가래서도 미강가 저거 자기는 말했다.
Yeah. It was the when first I witnessed was just they were caught by the Chinese. During the suddenly they was caught by the Chinese. They were high authority. They look very dressed people and dressed people. Later after they facing lots of time, that automatically as usual the dresses were very down and very bad. And sometimes one of my known person used to say that when we were in jail, if I have a get the opportunity to be a one day good food, if I die, doesn't matter. Such time was faced. We are always with hunger. We have to stay. One suddenly got a chance to go look after the horse. Loading was taking. Someone has to participate and go to that. So I was chosen to go after it. So during that, due to the climate, winter climate, 3-4 horse was dead.
Oh my goodness.
So when horse was dead, I got the opportunity to eat that horse flesh.
Ah, this is a story somebody told him.
Yeah, I told him.
Ah, okay. So I hear it.
I got the opportunity to eat it. So after eating it, felt that if I die, it doesn't matter also. It was such a problem that was faced with hunger.
The hunger was so great that if I could eat just once,
One time.
I don't care if I died.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Pala, you said after you saw this suffering, you said I have to go back. And so, did you go back to your village, and what did you decide to do?
Napalagi ane tachi ge thamzing de tawa de chu ta nga wona ya bu min so tachi thongchol la pha lo chen wa ne ta so so lumba la lo ane khari ane cheshi khari ane khari chiwe
정체네 용당 하나 체지다 텐데 체당 아도 독조 응어려 봐. 나도 좀라 당마징 돌아 칭니 미도 하쿠데 첸데 가 심베 민주 전다 마디 미도 심겐 두 스케자 싱에 촌데 가도 로토 마서 휴마디 도디 에는 간주 참라 레수 마게 가도 대사디 나평생 디참들 민데 죽지 중이지 레수 럽서 봐. 레수 선당 가 랑가 강에미 텐데 럽니 텐데 바제 데디 콘도 데바 롱벌 제게 제베서 텐 간도 동에 임베 하코도가 앵간도 다 국국국ኛ래 봐 데디 가나도 캠상 참보여 봐. 다 캠상 것도 동만 루이시든 롤 마저리 흉마시디 다 캐나도 동안 칭아 얘네 캐메다 체쇼 동안 칭인데 간도 강본 예바케 그래. 다 데디 가도 깨졌어네. 다 야제 마제 다 죽을라. 저도 칭나 탕만 로냐 속이 시야래. 다 근데 깨지서 야다 국바도 국거래 봐. 쟤네 다 죽을이 견당 안 줘야 배 체시 딕득득 데디. 안 줘야 체시 딕득 가는 닝제 정바된데 다 가져나 된데 세미역 체시도 쓰도가 건데. 다 지난 저거 얘네 주 대는 다가래 저 얘네 주 미도 러서 럽도 년가 요사래. 땡안 두고 이견도 엄마가 하시네. 때는 정바도 마가래. 땡안이 남지라 때는 샘제 요샘제 개대서 잘라대서 개요. 걔네는 남나 처음에 와이. 두전 저도 럽.
Now then when I returned to the village, then I was planning to go to the exile. During that, all the village people used to always say that you are the one biggest in our village. If you go, then we'll face a silver. So you don't go. If we go, we'll go together. This was to discuss within the village people. But suddenly in our village there was some Chinese people came around our Indian Tibetan spies under the Chinese came around us and tried to find out what we are going to do. The spies was around us, so we was quite fear. But later they came to know that we are now going to, that I'm going to be captured, I'm going to taken away. This inform was given by the village people to me. So I said that now I will leave. You please give me permission to live alone. So said, okay, you leave. So myself and my wife started to live. And then we came to the exile.
So you left, and you did not leave with the whole village. You just left with your wife and children. Who left with you?
Da pala ma tuyong wa.
네, 네.
Tuyong de kan pala gyam la en rokwa susu ye.
ngan도 메다 신다 메다 지기 신다 미 ngan도 메다 니지 저도
Mesan susu mesan de pala gyam la rokwa kime che.
ngara nang레다 게메 디어르 바 ngare 게메 동에 디어레 디디 ngan도 변자 부포모 도메 된도 저어 봐 보면 되는 게 이제 개요를 아주 보면 시대 부시요를 자고 다다지게 찍듯이 부 보면 또 개요를 봐 얘는 아래 엄마라 생각해요 뭐뭐 생각해요 봐 되게 되게 미 도망도 민데 주요래 아래 나는 너무 주 하죠 정말텔라 빨라 직체 어구체 분이체 콘도 메가 야 티죠래 콘도 미시요래
Yeah, while in exile, I came with one of the near one with my other family and myself. In my family, had 10 people. My grandma, my mother, and my brothers and sisters, wife, and like that. We have almost 10, and from that set 14 people we came together in exile.
And how long did the journey take?
And that's a
되게 망보고요. 나도 영사도 라타니 비셔네. 라젠 라준다. 남지가 나와는 로토고리. 남아질 공다치기는 초도 하는 주버지네 영이 쇼게 저도 쇼게 내리 저도 주버 바게바고 버젤럽스. 선 인데사.
While coming to the exile,
다
I
이제
tried to
버려.
bring some belongings to my family, and it's very near from border. Only one mountain cross, one cross of the mountain. If you go from the night, 10 o'clock something, next early in the morning you can reach the border.
And what kind of things were you able to bring with you from your home?
Ta pale capture the tree, ta pele ta lungan tree wa.
네.
And nangje khare khare mix kiya ras pale kilo.
낭제 당도 로과를 봐 신다 자다 점들면 삽자대도 그요. 된 강고된도 대도 그요. 엔 샘제대 대요.
And it take
ene 생은 된데 가도 싶다 할래요. 말은 로바선데 싶다요. 말은 가도 생은 사실 요 된다. 생은 당가 된데 전부들요. 말은 가도 싶다. 다 거울 잡아 된데 된데 요래 된데 대도 거기 나 여당에마다 어디 것도 다 보라통 야랑가 되디. 되야 강도 올라버려 봐. 되지 정도 각 케미도 다가다. 피리테한테 손잡대 루 야지라 고모 응업주래. 루 동바제 고모 되래. 주래. 된데라 민도 봐. 대중한테 된대 제선은 영니 라젠 라준선 된대래. 와 롱자라 생겨져. 디라데네. 나도 저도 얘는 놀라베 있어야지. 라덴 디에는 디투죠. 나도 대사데 얘가 나도 론도사데. 농부 사십조래. 사자 배단한다요래. 벼 사이네 사자디면 산담요래 봐. 인데 사이네 된 재미 녀게 쳐오래 봐. 나도 타래야 된대 예부 된대서 타래 랍살래라 봐.
They got opportunity to run very easily because it was between the water. So we are inside the border of Tibet. The Chinese cannot say anything. So they got the chance, and I got the chance to bring some animals, grains, and some valuable things. That as I reached at the Gytangtse, we are forced to sell everything. During that time, yaks get 50 rupees, ships get 47 rupees, and whatever valuable things like ornament and this was sold at Gytangtse because during that we don't have any proper food or anything. Then during that there is no value of that.
Paul, I have one question about before you left and you came back to the village and you saw what happened to your uncle. Did you tell the people what you saw? And did you tell the people what you saw in the village happening to your uncle? And what was their reactions to that?
Pala ke everything that I would have given to I would come to the Tonga, the pilot Lerwa, and so the Mila and the Shigari, the town said the Rigan to the Chidu.
된데도 레베인 다
Solo Karkigo.
다 미강가 되듯이 시트라고다. 다들 베레베레 생각하도 로방을 미리 꾸버려 봐. 제가 돈나 시타 지금인도 건도 하나도 사자 코나라 누구 되게 차요 말이 봐. 시타 도와 지금인도 릴레이션 대샤를 거나 도망쳐.
Yeah, I tried to share to all the religious people and this and that what they're suffering. Being a nomad, there was means their sense or the attitude was something careless people there. Only or they're worried about they're within the border or something, within the limited, like looking after sheep, the daily work, and they were not care about what's going around it.
I see.
So there was not much interest or not much cared by them.
I see. Well, Paolo, we're going to have to stop now, but I wanted to ask you, what has it been like to share your life story with us? What has this experience been like for you?
Na palagi kinandola ani lugi mongo kinandola di cherwa and share and palagi kinangon thoram ite kharike sata ni shidigan
단우디 소아 제야 개민도 당아래게 섬준럽디 말라 틴데지 커스마게 당보 세골 팬이 캐나도리아 말레시아 송어된도 거리 전부 시부지래 선사 되게도 말에 그저 특징이 팬도 책임면서 만도 별흉게 별 낭라된 다 도주된다 데리가다지 되니 별 되는 노벨이고네 전부는 미벨 롱바지래 된다 거니까 내가 미윤 거야 그래도 딘데 차대요 딘데지를 깨져 특징이 지기 된저게 견주 된도 팬도 중에 아래 그 된다를 가요 말이지 집어지를 팬에 별 대교 밑에 팬바 중는 선바 섬주 티탱도 신 캔드윈도 시로는
Yeah, when I got the first opportunity during the pre-interview, I felt that this is a great opportunity to share something to my community, especially those Tibetans struggling over there. If this helps something, I feel it's a very great opportunity to me, and it will look very forward to such like that.
Well, thank you, Paolo.
Could you share?
엔티 다 안다 티송으로나 가리스는 안다 가면 정도면 임베이나 안다 티지도 가나 아니 깨매기 난기 좀바 빨라니다 아고 제 콘도미 숨지 쪼르시다 되나 봐 찍다 슈글 나와가 조진 땅아래 당이 되다 삼예선 땅아래 봐 디다 안다 미직 동간라 칭능아 또 예칭에 대주간 가라 디니 그 정바대 민디 다 사자드 민 세버시 경로 나시위디 안다 에 깨매 난디 녀로선들에 녀로세라 성부스 그래 다 매다 그러는 게 농바되면 녀로 게 세라 성부 게 다한다 파디 민라 바디 민라 운두사 부 변자 지금 민라 민마사 온다 티니 민마튼 생기다 코인이 잠니다 사틸 땅타라 바 삼비엘 디직 저러나 엔 디주고 될라 머기 띵진 생에디 강마 맹아 생들이 고디 강마네레 고 다동사 딜지 버려 봐 디기 가다 디난 삼비엘 땅아래 다 코인이가 안당에 내도 이렇게 서브 줘야 가는데 미팅이 이제 빠한다 머리 보면 가리게매 빠지요 반대 수단이 디바리 각종가는 다시는 얘는 가진 통야한테 고야고는 매우 종가는 하면 고야 중어 말이 어구 중어 줘라 봐 디다 안당 에이게매매 통야가 아시한테는 이제 최도 때문에 죽주쟁아 디주낭라 둘라 버리 미팅이 오게자 티켓 보라 다티라 안능에 시켜 티켓 최고 제껴요 말이 가요라고 거네 미팅이 럽니 땡에게 티켓 세보 쉬고야 좀전 티켓이 가요라고 소로나 엔직 얼티 소로나
I want to be very clear that the person who was taken from Gyangtse to Samye, this was my wife's family. So my family name is Nyerut, is family of name of that. It should be very clear that what happened. You see, the story will be more clear, picture will be more clear. And second, the thamzing who suffered in later in Samye, where I tried to give something food to him.
Yes.
That was Kolumba Khawale
고 강마 센데 강마 맹아 센데
It's from the family of Kangma
맹아 딘지
Tenzing is from that. It will be more clear picture if you want to know something like that.
Yes. It sounds like you want the facts and what happened to these people who are special to you to be very well known.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Tadi pedana tanda ngoyo ke ani di midila di chungure phabi chungure sajo wa di ngoyo ke sewo yunga chedula ani ming tengor wa
오래래
yeah.
디세버 영화 체들이
Why do you think it's important to have an accurate picture of what happened to the Tibetan people?
Mixe and sewo kharchen and di chungsul kharin nanga tumu dosa
오다 딘데 중소나 다 미신다던데 야디 다가 시야데 객부인기를 근데 인식을 봐. 딘데 용식을 딘데 맞춤시야 미데 다한다. 용아니 이제 미제 총사래. 디 딘진선데 총사래 안에 게메게 버디다 어구 이제 총사래 이제 다 어구도 미 휴구를 용니 루를 럽니 다 안다니 로지 휴준 딘데죠. 루를 럽도 가네 루 셔도 럽래 봐. 다 미밭 미유 누구 냥다 마냥라 삼이에 생기는 셔도 럽니 루를 럽도 가네 안에 게메 디다 아자지오래. 그지 내시고 다디 셔야 여서 아자 또부터 제제게 셔서 디래. 코인 얘기 마루 콘도 누구 마가 럼 담만 빠디 럼도 세서 매다 민요래 봐. 팀 마다 기는 원셔야 거나 말이다. 때 말럼 내 어구 럼스 그바 요나서 내 게메도 코인 딸도 주더니 미 도서 주는 원셔 민도사. 단인데 제나 배와이나 지겨서 샵다. 콜라테나 매나 삼아서는 미치는 원셔 민도스도. tenchana kande ba kaja tidu kan tenga sara rangbo yin sara rangbo ngai mingma go je si te ngai pisa na dende thomda ten yanjin tonga si ngai ba chinye re ba titu kan ten gondo chigi ji chong ten be chimi je kan ga ri ni tende se do kan jomde tende se do rule lob ti tende
I want to make it clear that if you just say stories like it being like a story. If you share the real clear picture, it will be more truthful points, stories like that. Especially when one of my second wife's uncle came from later from the Tibet to Bhutan, where they were supposed to meet each other. They cannot, there was a quite long gap, could not recognize each other. So he was standing nearby, but he confused that it's real my uncle or that. So when he met there, there's a point black more over the face. So she found that this was it might be he or just she inquired himself, are you this one, who are you? And he said that I am this and that. So this exchange between that, they came to know each other and then just with happiness, they friended each other. They both are friends. And then there was this person known each other.
Pala, if we talked about many things in this interview, so if this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
No problem.
Ti kai sin chin tin de ji ta de de don kon tu ta chodo yong re ba me ke me de nga ki bu chen yong re ti chodo do me ke me ko tu bu me tu bu dan yong ta kon tu ama di zon sim de chen ama zon ga su yong de ta kon tu sim le yong de ani pom ni da pu ji che ama di jam ni ta du li chodo yong ta kon tu de chodo lo ji de chen ta kang le sim de mi kang jo re ama di da ba di jo re kun ye jam ni a gu chung di kunyi jamni kom tsele yongare ba kunyi te kola khara dogor da ka ami busu bara yor saso ko kange ko bara den ro paru chin pom de chilo dang ya ko go mare bu dong le chedo dang kondo namle yong kondo ka ke kuto yo mare ningje nangla kang ge ke poba da yong ngan do ma den poba re ko go re ba chen ka ke yo mare tu chen chedo yong ni ten koto namle chabaje rego situ chu menung guno chu jore chu den roma do sa thabi la korne tene le ne tene nyemo chingna roma che shabu ni do ri nang le to me tene je so na du nang die ge kha da me kang ai shebu chene yo re la jen ba de la daya se den du
Yeah, I escaping myself doesn't face much problem. My wife, second wife, faced a lot of problem because they were too young. And there was restricted area, lots of Chinese authority was there. At the night they let the Chinese children to just go away with the darkness and hide in the bushes. And we used to, while coming on the road, we have to hide under the mountains without no food, proper food and this. But they have faced more problems than we. But I have no any objection showing this to Tibet or anywhere.
Can we use your real name for this project?
Tadi tanda tuwa tene de pala kena ki ming jorwa, ming tikra peju tanda tigirwa.
digre
Yeah, no problem.
to ming are ming thena beju dan nan digre nan se
That's
ta yang kon to ming beju dan ya te tu ma ya yo ni jenge de ngare ba ti de ke ba yo ti jena
I'm going to give this to
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to
That